Hello, and welcome to another episode of MorlFortress. I'm Morl, and I am joined today by my friend and colleague, Catbox.
Hello. I wish I was Fortress. That would be a really cool name as well.
Oh, we could be Morl and Fort. You're thinking like a kind of cannon and ball approach.
Yes. But I like the masculinity that I am the fortress.
Yeah.
Hello, buy my supplements. The moon is made out of frisbees.
Also, because it goes left, right, I think we'd be Fortress Mall, which also I think sounds quite good.
Yeah. I'm Catbox. I'm a dwarf in my fortress. What are you doing? Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. That's nice.
Yeah, I think that's a good nickname. You sound impervious.
And I've done nothing to deserve it. The best sort of nickname.
Yeah. Incredibly fragile, nevertheless, goes by Fortress. For those of us joining for the first time, of which, according to my figures, there are 0 of you. Oh, hello, Raiders.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Please
Welcome,
take a seat.
Raiders. What phenomenal timing, for we have just arrived. Hello, Bread Santa. Hello, Baldy. And hello, Reception Music. Hello, Darley Sam, Fluff Weasel, Scotland, Birds.exe. I hope you are all well. And I hope you are all feeling kind and curious. All right, what do we need to cover? So, for those who watched the last episode, you may have seen that we spent the last, I'd say, quarter to a fifth trying to get in touch with Joanna Lumley.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get in touch with Joanna Lumley, but I did get in touch with
someone pretending to be Joanna Lumley.
Yes.
I don't know how else to say this.
Yeah, I got an email back from someone who went, "Thank you very much for getting in touch. I am not the Joanna Lumley, though, so I'm afraid I can't be of any help. Nevertheless, Merry Christmas to you and your family." And I emailed back to say, "Do you know what? The only thing I have to do is get Joanna Lumley, and it doesn't specify which Joanna Lumley. So as long as you're a Joanna Lumley, would you be willing to come on the stream and I can tick that one off?" And then they let me know they're not even a Joanna Lumley. They are, yeah, they're a guy called Dean, and they're not even British. I don't know what country they reside in.
And that's, do you know what? That's such a strange bit for someone that isn't British, actually.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned not the 9 o'clock news and Rowan Atkinson and also Joanna Lumley in one sentence. And for them to not be British, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
It's
welcome Hondo Z, welcome Bird.exe, and welcome King of Time, lest ye feel left out. Know that we see your soul.
We see you and we recognize you. So I still think we should get them on.
I think
what I'm trying to do now, they ended a lot of emails just with like quite hard goodbyes. And I felt like going into a request wasn't good. So I'm sort of drip feeding them on. And so we're currently in the bit of the email being like, "So do you get a lot of people emailing you trying to get through to the real Joanna Lumley? Can't imagine this is the first time." And they just got back to me and went, "This happens, I would estimate, on a weekly basis."
Wow.
And they said they've had this email address since they were a teenager. And given they're familiar with not the 9 o'clock news, I think this email address has been in circulation for quite some time.
So good. So very good.
Yeah, well, good in a sense in that it's sort of an interesting... That very much feels like MorlFortress Gaiden, because it's not ever going to help us. It's not a Joanna Lumley. It's an absolute side quest. We've got 4 very clear tasks, and the more I email Dean, I think, what's this got to do with anything?
Dean's not on the list.
Yeah, here's the list.
Dean on...
Tame a god, get Joanna Lumley on the stream, recreate McCuncliffe Comedy Festival, and learn necromancy to resurrect Captain Tom. Where's Dean on here?
Actually,
And if you are
You
listening, Dean, sorry for saying that your name's Dean, but it's just a forename. I think you're safe. I don't think I've doxed you with Dean. I should have made up a new name though. Although if you
if you
do come on, people will find out your name's Dean. So I was thinking ahead. I'm optimistic.
have you seen those memes where you remove parts of letters to make it spell something else?
Um, no.
So, like, it'll be like, "Who up here sleeping?" And then they'll get rid of and it'll just say, "Who sleeping?" or "Who in?" You could
Oh,
spell you could spell Dean with the D from do, the E from tame, the A from Joanna, and the N from necromancy.
where do we get our
Do a
D? Oh, to-do
do
list. Yeah,
do a Joanna necromancy.
true. Am I allowed to do this?
I'm just saying that we could potentially manipulate this list, Sean, to
if the
create a
if the
legal
D,
fiction
I would
where
be happier if the D was in the list and not the heading. Unfortunately, we really struggle for Ds in the list itself.
yeah, it's just do.
Yeah, it's just do.
And there's commiserations coming in on the chats as we ask, where do we find our D?
Yeah, where's our D? All right, what else do we need to cover? Should we hop into the world and see what's going on?
Yeah.
Or
Welcome
should we,
to our
or should,
wonderful dwarf fortress.
or should we cover
It's
the wheel?
let's get the fortress going. Let's get the
All right,
fortress up, and we'll bring down the wheel,
and
and
then
so that
we'll.
you can see it in context. And there's a little bit of a load screen. For those of you joining us, Dwarf Fortress is a fantasy colony building simulation game in which a variety of surprisingly intricately modeled systems, including trauma, brewing, temperature,
Justice.
justice, um, interact in interesting and emergent ways to create compelling gameplay. However, we decided that's not enough. And so we've resurrected the Wheel of Fortune from the nightmares of every medieval scribe and filled it through with a system of verbs and nouns and suggestions that will allow for chaos, further chaos to ensue. And this is a game, Mark you, where quite famously a butterfly held open a door for an elephant at one point. So the level of granular nonsense that we can create is quite wonderful.
Yes, I want to share very briefly a actual update log from Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is lots of games when they share their little update logs. They're kind of interesting, out of context tidbits of systems that you can think about and ponder what the game might be. But Dwarf Fortress having so many interlocking modular systems that creates such interesting and watercolor vivid bugs that the changelog themselves take on a kind of
Dadaist
yes,
poetry
they're
format.
almost they're technological prose poems, and recently one was listed. Dwarf Fortress bug: new exercise mechanics unintentionally allow river trout to get super buff when swimming against the tide, to the point where they can now walk on land and beat anything up.
They modeled
Because
evolution. They modeled the
also
first creatures to come onto land.
they modeled muscles and sinews and what exercise can do to them, and therefore strength going up. It's just wonderful. It's unhinged. It's unleashed. So here is our colony. Here is our new skeleton bin. Here is where we're trying to make a real Doltan, a royal dolphin sanctuary. We did try dropping a giant sperm whale in there, but it instantly drowned. And we cannot find children good enough at putting water in there, except I forgot we did build this super child out of whole
The perfect
cloth,
baby.
Belkom Bumzarowski. Belkov Bumzarowski
Mhm.
has the potential, because we hacked the memory of this child in 17 different ways, has the potential to be the most powerful dwarf in every sense of the word. I don't just mean arm strength. I mean this dwarf could imagine could
Yeah,
imagine like a laser beam. This dwarf could sew a jacket so nice it would give you a nosebleed.
imagine the scene in Westworld where he's changing the stats of the character when Anthony Hopkins comes in and goes, "Oh, we'll increase their perception,"
Yeah.
but instead of something sensible and cowboy related, they just maximized this creature's ability to be whimsical. I think we
Um,
made them uncompassionate and evil a little bit though, as well.
yes, and also asexual. Asexual really wants to get married. Um, their current most recent thought is it's not perfect, but it's good enough. Why fret about it? And crucially, I want to stress that they're not like super gifted. They just have incredible potential. And
Mm.
if that potential, if they never get to practice or improve upon things, they will just be a normal dwarf. Also, on top of that, we set them as a professional baby. And because of this, I'm not sure they'll ever grow out of being a baby.
No, they'll forever be resembling a baby.
I'm not 100%. It could be once you reach a certain age, you're forced out of baby into, and then whatever you're best at becomes your profession. There's also a good chance we could have a 90-year-old baby that never got a chance, but could have been an absolute superhero.
I mean, getting to Hansard, really. Let's get Hansard
Yeah,
involved.
let's get the commons involved. All right, should we cover the wheel then?
Yes. What have you wrought, Sean? Tell us.
So, up until
This is
last
outing number 2.
episode, yeah, I think the wheel got proof of concept out the yazoo last time. So I'm very confident in it now. Um, so up until last episode, we had a bunch of events that could happen in the Wheel of Fate,
Mhm.
and you, the plucky viewer, imaginative audience, had the opportunity to donate whatever small pittance from your pocket you might have, and you could either spin the wheel or you could add a thing to the wheel. Or you could rename a dwarf. We actually we're dripping with dwarves at the moment, so if you want to rename a dwarf, that's an ever-present option. But I rejigged the wheel to also allow randomly generated wheel objectives, built simply from combining a verb with a noun in a special list that I hold on this computer. And so, if you wish to, you could donate also for a verb or a noun to be added to that list. And I think donations over £3 get a spin on top of whatever other thing they want to add.
Yeah.
Does that sound
So
right?
yes, £3 was the barrier for spinning, and then we will do our best to fulfill anything else that's put in there.
Yeah. Should we take a look at what's currently on the wheel?
Yeah.
So whenever I generate a wheel, 6 of the suggestions are randomly generated. And then it also looks at any suggestions that are like fully prefab suggestions made by previous viewers. Just to let you know what the current list of nouns are. The nouns are a random dwarf, Bruce Forsyth, a minecart railway, a temple, a guild hall, the hospital, a military outpost, the central corridor, nightmare, animal person, forgotten beast, train, animal, danger, and politburo. And the verbs are kill, build, plan, obsess over, terrorize, worship, trap, release, treat, memorialize, be kind to, be cruel to, combine, and duplicate.
I feel like there's a Daft Punk song in there somewhere.
That could be good. Just sample that list as I read it.
Just sample this. Just sample this now.
Put this now in a song.
House producers, just sample
Yeah.
this right now.
Just
Get on
sample
it.
this. Turn it up. Smash it out. Trying to think of more sampleable things to say.
Do you know what? I'm waiting for someone to sample at the top of a drop, maybe get stuck in.
Yeah.
It's all quite like Americanized, and I'd quite like something a little bit more British.
Yeah. Put a shift in. Hard graft.
Go on then.
You don't have
Go
to be
on, then.
mad to work here, but it helps.
It helps.
It helps. Okay, the wheel says Is it not? Oh yeah, I've generated it but not shown it. This will show it. So we have coming at number 1, Bin Day,
Mhm.
added by Disconnected Dan, has not yet come up.
Not sure what
Don't
we
know what it
do.
means. Yeah, don't know. Figure it out.
Quite exciting, really.
Then donated by Red Quixote, Turophobia, makes someone afraid of cheese. Then was this Rosanna? I think build the trolley problem, and
Yes.
then the rest are randomly generated. So we have Trap Bruce Forsyth, done. Trap the central corridor, duplicate a random dwarf. Is that what it says?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
Trap the central plan train.
Plan
Brilliant.
train. That's nice. Release a minecart railway and
Animal.
obsess over
Obsessed
an
over
animal.
animal.
Great.
No, we've all been here. We've all
Yeah.
wished to obsess over an animal.
And tonight we might have no choice.
Now, I was wondering as we were heading into the game, Sean,
Yeah, and we are. We're heading straight into the game.
we're relatively stable.
Yes, it's a good
The
time
military's
to.
coming together
Yeah,
to take stock.
sure.
Uh, I mean, I think at the end of last episode, we were thinking about putting someone called Keg in the militia for us.
Yeah, okay. Did Keg
Uh,
go in the militia? I think.
I think we argued about it and then we got distracted.
Yeah, that sounds very plausible. I've looked into Poo Poo Piss Piss Pals. They're not there. Oh,
No,
Keg. No, Keg's in the Poo Poo Pals.
wonderful.
Just for new viewers, the Piss Piss. Not my names, by the way. You might be hearing throughout the viewing of this. I'll be saying things like cock and balls, piss piss poo poo, and you might feel that they come up so often that I must be relishing in saying these things. They're not. All of these names were made by the audience, and I don't. If I get riled up and I say this is beneath us and this is toilet humor, it'll only encourage it. If you shout at a cat, the cat likes it.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
it.
play it. You have to play it cool and be like, fair enough. You've called it the piss piss pals, and then you treat it like it's the most natural thing in the world to say
Mhm.
that. And that's how I've been playing it.
You don't rise to the bullying.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that you hate saying piss and poo?
I, for a while,
Mhm.
had a begrudging tolerance, and now I'm quite proud to say I feel nothing. It doesn't affect my psyche at all. Piss, piss, poo, poo. It doesn't bother me now. I think
But
I've learned,
that
and here's
reacting.
oh no, here's the crucial thing. I've learned. I've disassociated the sound from the meaning. So now when I hear piss, piss, or poo, poo, I'm able not to conjure up mental images of piss and poo, and that
Yeah.
really was what was putting me off. But now they're
Now,
just noises.
now you see, I've got the brain where you can't think of an apple. You can't
Oh, you
visualize an
have
apple.
aphantasia.
So I'm fine. You know, there's no visions of piss and poo coming up. And I think that's maybe why I smirk every time I hear them at the moment. I'm not quite there yet,
Right.
but I'm not
And
as disgusted.
that's interesting. It never occurred to me that it might be the aphantasics that are the people happily saying piss, poo, cum, shit, because to them, they haven't got a mental image that
It's not popping up.
forces them to
It's not
reckon
popping
with
up
these substances every time they hear it. And the thing is, aphantasia has sort of been pathologized as like
as a
the
bad thing.
disability
Yeah.
in this conundrum. So you can't even say it's ableist because I'm like the
You're
neurophasic per
you're
I'm I'm
haunted.
I'm
You're like, "Ugh."
I'm Fantasia typical. So if anything, it's like a redressing the balance. This is the Phantasic community's one way of
This is how
thumbing the
we win.
scale. Yeah, this is how we get one over off them. I never thought of it that way. People with
Ev-
aphantasia aren't going to be bothered by saying piss, but I've
or
had to
poo
train myself.
or
I can
shittle.
conjure up quite vivid piss in my mind, and I'm having to suppress it.
Hmm.
I just, you know, it's one of my smaller achievements.
But as a talent, you've worked on it.
Well, it's more
You'd
it's
be
just
proud
been
of
an
it.
occupational requirement, I think. I can't be sitting here imagining every toilet substance possible. It was driving me mad. So
Dettol,
I've yeah,
bleach.
bleach, toilet duck.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our overarching
Yeah.
what's
Or
what's
another
there's no
approach is like,
problem
yeah,
at the moment.
there's no existential threat upon the colony. I mean, I guess there's brute foresight, but really the test of time has shown that they are contained.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
wanderers jamming up that corridor as well. I think
yeah, we got a
we're
stray
okay.
gosling. Do you know, like there are some just little bits and pieces. Like if we're just being, if chat is just allowing us to just get on. I did
Mhm.
mean to make a kind of animal training facility over here.
Oh, wonderful. Let's do the animal training floor then.
Although that might be a mite easier once all these rocks have been collected. I've unpaused. Um,
Is it
okay.
worth is it worth setting up a few stonemasons to chop them into blocks and get them stacked in bins and stuff?
Well, there already is a space for this to be happening somewhere.
Mhm.
That's jewelers. Oh, where are our stonemasons? Really important. Where? Oh, our stone production is up here. Oh, do you know that's why they're not moving them? Number one, this
Oh,
stockpile should use. Oh, do they not go in bins? Do they not go in
not
bins?
not raw stones, unfortunately. You have to block
Oh
them to stack them.
God.
Sean, you have to block them to stack them.
Then should I? One, I'm going to expand this
Mhm.
stockpile once they cut through the wall, and also let's just make a little thing for 50 blocks. Uh,
Love
make
it.
rock blocks, and that will be in batches of 50, and only do it if we don't have if available blocks is less than 300.
Mhm.
What? That's not satisfied for the next check. We've already got 300 blocks. Okay, one. No, you don't care. You don't care. You just need the rock. Just turn all rock into this.
Everything higher than 50 rocks gets blocked.
Yeah. And that means we'll often just have like 49 rocks hanging around, and we don't need more than that. That's enough. All right. So that will sort that. Uh, and that means that people will pick those rocks up from below and they'll put them in
Mhm.
this new
Love 'em.
stockpile. Oh, this person's got a baby. Oh, is this
Oh, they're
Ast?
carrying they're carrying Balcom.
Yeah, they're carrying Belcom in one hand and they're carrying a big rock of gypsum in the other.
That's strange, and because Balcom was just wandering around on their own for a bit. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, there's
Gomelon has created a masterpiece dolomite statue of nightmares. We have a little look in on that.
yeah, it looks like it's still in the shop,
Yeah.
so we can inspect it in the inventory. If you go onto the workshop itself.
Yeah, she's just thinking, I like to dress well. A dolomite statue of Shaw Morley, a dolomite statue of Fire Snake, a dolomite statue of dwarves, statue of a dwarf, statue of a dwarf, statue of dwarves,
Jaguar men.
Jaguar Man. Oh, a jet statue of Mighty Fighty Shushbug. Should we take a look at that? The item is superiorly designed. Mighty Fighty Shushbugs is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Mighty Fighty Shushbugs to the position of militia commander. Mighty, your
Oh,
you becoming militia commander has been immortalized in Jet.
so do we? Is this like going in the middle of a square, or is this just like a congrats on the new job card, but for dwarves because they make things out of stone?
Yeah, we could pop it in Mighty's bedroom or something. It's just sort of a personal thing. There's a microclined statue of Ronnie Corbett admiring a buckler.
Butler.
Oh, nice buckler. Okay, where's this nightmare? Here we go.
Yes, Mighty Fighty, I think it was. I think this doesn't relate to Mighty Fighty actually having any responsibility.
Oh,
I think that
yeah.
relates to the time we told Mighty Fighty we conscripted Mighty Fighty so that they would stand still for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's a masterpiece work, but it's not very detailed. Normally, masterpieces get a bit more design detail. It's
Yeah, it just
just
says nightmares.
it's just an image of nightmares. Fine.
Oh,
Yeah, a bit of a letdown. Normally, you get there are some sort of legendary screenshots of people who of dwarves who've created like a book or a little gizmo, and there's like 2 full paragraphs talking about every single detail on it, every carving, every scratch, every meaning, every motif.
yeah, the classic is the wonderful artifact that has a picture of itself carved on it.
Yes.
So, like, in theory, at some point during the construction of this thing, the dwarf knew in their head what it was gonna look like, intricately carves it on while it's not completed, and then completes the rest of their labors.
Oh, an elven caravan has arrived. All right. Well,
Like,
let's
they
look at
can go to hell.
no, come on. They could give
No.
they can have some funny little instruments. And
Yeah,
look,
like an
we have
axe.
some rock bins, probably. We probably have some rock bins. Please tell me I made some rock metal bins or
Oh,
something.
they've only got, like, an elk to carry stuff on. They're not gonna want rocks and blocks,
Oh, well,
and they live in trees.
should I
We
just tell
can't
them to
tell 'em. Nah. No, let's see what we can do because they might have a tiger again.
yes, they might have a lovely animal and we could make the animal live in the pub. I don't want to sell our musical instruments because we love them. What do we even have that's valuable? They're not going to want to put a statue on the back of an elk. That's not going to go well.
Or we could put a couple. We could put a couple
We can give them a
We're look
traction wrench. They probably break their legs just as much as we do.
Those are very well engraved as well. Do you know what? We
Mm.
probably couldn't give that to them because we'll have put bones on them or something, you know?
What, you bled on them and that's an animal product.
No, they've got we told them to put all the dog bones and stuff as decoration, all the turtle
Oh
shells.
yeah, we've
Yeah, so if they see any of that, that's it.
well almost anything. We've been telling people to decorate stuff with turtle skulls since day one. How do we know what's safe to give to an elf?
Deeply problematic bric-a-brac.
Yeah. Maybe we just tell them to F off. Do you know what? I'll worry about this once they've arrived. And if they have
Mhm.
anything that's truly good, then I'll fret about it. But as it is, I'll have a bit of skepticism towards my elven brethren.
Those sort of do you
Pacer
consider
trains given birth.
Oh, it's a
They're
pace.
all in the pub. Do you have any theories for why the trains just live in the pub naturally? Because they're not tame or anything.
No. They are
Okay.
kind of friendly, I guess.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're ours, right? The children of the original ones became ours.
Yeah, I don't quite understand why, but
I guess they're sufficiently intelligent and they see it as a meeting room. And if we could test it by setting up a couple of other meeting rooms.
what and see if
It's
a
not like
train goes there.
see if a train comes there. But
All right.
it's not like there's many of them in the
Train testing
the
area.
single gong music hall that we built.
No, they never go to the gong. No, they're
They hate
always in the pub.
But is the gong part of the pub, maybe? Is the pub served Siegsel?
The gong is an extension of the pub. This room, the thing I find funny is the idea that you go in this pub and they go, "Oh, we've got a function room," and they go, "Okay," and you go in, and it's this
It's
gigantic concert hall dedicated to one gong next to a statue of Dr. Plem.
rest
That's
in
the
peace.
joke of the pub. Oh, the mayor has mandated the construction of certain goods. The mayor has asked if it is possible that we
Oh,
could build 3 statues. Oh, yeah, I think we'll
on it.
probably do that automatically, so not gonna fuss.
I mean, I'm a little worried that the mayor has red icons saying that they're not happy about. They're just going to keep demanding stuff. Welcome, big papa.
Yeah.
Welcome, big papa.
Should we mollify the mayor? The mayor can live in here. This could be a mayor's lovely house.
This is a mollified mayor.
Yeah, let's molly the mayor. Uh, okay, put a door on it. Yeah, a dolomite door. A mayor would love that if there was a mayor here. Should we build them a floor? A mayor would love a floor.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, do we have any blocks we could pop on?
Yeah,
They don't have
dolomite.
that much valley. Oh, brilliant! They have a nice pink room.
Yeah, pink mayor. And what does the mayor want? So these icons here is
Mhm.
going to show us what the mayor requires in order to live a satisfyingly mayoral life. And they need a study, a bed, a dining room. They don't need their own personal tomb, but they do need 2 chests and 1 cabinet and 1 armor rack and 1 armor stand. Not too bad, really.
Mm.
Um,
I was just thinking it would be nice if, like, your local council did have a mausoleum somewhere
yeah.
for, for beloved councillors. Like, if you've been a good enough ombudsman, you get to be interred in the Swansea Mausoleum.
Yeah, if you've been good enough at looking over the, I don't know, the new subsidy of first bus, you were allowed to be put in the council's grand tomb of dead
You get
civil
like
servants.
a little alcove and a little golden bust that some adventurer is going to nick.
Okay, they're all just flooding in. They're filling the room with dolomite. This is exactly what we wanted to happen.
Do we get JB Smooth in there? Is this the interior design stream?
This could be nice, yeah. Changing rooms for what? Who's our mayor?
Ass.
Ass, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately they can. It's called the Hammerer.
Yeah, they're more of a. I guess they are a cop. They're or like a sort of a kind of a justice bailiff. They come in and hit you with a big hammer.
Oh,
Uh,
no, they do have a sheriff as well. The sheriff actually does interview people and
yeah, that's
investigate
more
things.
traditional cop behavior. And you do get. We haven't reached this point yet, but I think if we start making some grander, more exciting buildings, we'll have this problem of like, let's say you've got a really good pub, or I think I'd like to build us a really nice library to encourage some
Mm.
scholars. People will come in, and that means you just got lots of strangers in your base, and then eventually people will just start nicking stuff, and then you've got a real difficulty there because your base's value is sort of connected to like certain wonders and masterpieces that you might have built, and if someone just runs off with them, that sucks. So you have to start being like way more territorial.
I'd quite like it if you'd annoyed the elves, they come and they sneak in and they throw tomato soup on your statues and stuff.
Yes, that would be good. Just stop ass. Everything in here is dolomite. If I can do it that way, probably can't for the
We probably
weapon
could have
rack.
we probably could have checked what the mayor liked, couldn't we?
Yeah, yeah. Could
I
have.
hope they really hope they don't hate Dolomite.
Would be funny. It would be funny if you nevertheless still have to work there.
I wish I do wish they had more to do at home than just leave their broken socks.
Yeah, it would be good if they had home hobbies. If that's the
Yeah.
sort of thing you mean.
Or just like, you'd see the kids running around the room every so often.
We should build some like specialist rooms. Like, oh, we've got one starving, dehydrated, or drowsy unit. Oh,
Oh.
who's dehydrated here?
Is it our baby? Is it our
Yeah,
baby who's
hungry, dehydrated, drowsy. Why? Well, hopefully she's come to the the still to just feed him some beer.
What have we done to Balcom? What could we have done to Balcom that makes them thirsty all the time?
Yeah, have we done something that means they're
Gm underscore RCPTN
Not
tipped
particularly. I don't think we
£4.
changed any of
Please
them.
name Cop Dwarf Jimmy McNulty
Oh,
in Swim the
wonderful. Jimmy
Autism.
McNulty.
beautiful? So we don't currently have a cop, but it means we're assigning someone
To the job.
Yeah, actually, can we make a
Natural
cop now?
Poli.
Sheriff. We got captain of the guard. Are they part of?
It should have sheriff somewhere in there. Where's
Yeah.
it gone? No, where's
I think we only our top level here is mayor. I think sheriff comes in once you've got like a duke or something like that. I think we're not at the point of having a sheriff.
Oh yes, yeah, it does. It needs to be more and more.
Well, how about our hammerer? Literally, no one has relevant skills.
And Jimmy McNulty loved getting hammered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they have toilets as well, Fluff. That's a good point. I mean, I don't have any problem seeing that visualized.
I've given the job to Sibrek, and I'm going to rename Sibrek
Jimmy McNulty.
Jimmy McNulty. Where are you, Sibrek? Not for much longer.
That's
Jimmy.
quite a good. That's quite a good hard-boiled face there as well.
I wanted someone who looked just to had a coppish air about them. Too many people seemed either like they're ancient,
Way too foppish.
or a bit foppish. Exactly, a little
Not
bit
enough
like
coppish.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cave dandies, and that's fine. But we need a hammer wielder.
Too many cavern blossoms.
And we also need a wheel spin. So the wheel is up. Let's re-randomize it. MorlFortress. So the 6 random options will like regenerate. And without even reading them,
off we go.
No, maybe we should read them. We've got Release Forgotten Beast, Treat Nightmare, Treat a Military Outpost, Treat an Animal Person, Be Kind to Forgotten Beast, or Trap a Guild Hall.
Be kind to Forgotten Beast. What would that be? Just remembering them? Is that what would be kind to a Forgotten Beast?
I don't know.
What
Maybe we'd have to ensure there was a Forgotten Beast in order to be kind to it.
That's true.
But loads of these are open to a lot of interpretation and head scratching. But let's not begin scratching until we must.
Yeah,
Ready
don't pick it. Don't pick at it unless you need to.
Yeah, it'll never heal.
Oh.
Treat an animal person.
Nice.
Okay. Let's ponder that. We need to treat them.
First, the verb. Does that mean to give them a treat or to remedy something that's wrong with them?
To heal them. Are there any other definitions of treat? Let's just check exactly how ambiguous we can claim this is.
You entreaty someone? You can treat with, like, as in be diplomatically engaged.
Yeah, we could also apply a process or substance to them in the same way that you might treat a lawn with pesticides and stuff.
Welcome, Maritzi. Welcome in. Put creosote on. Walks into the room. Put creosote on.
Yeah. Very good opening message.
There should be some animal people in the caves somewhere. They should pop in at some point.
I haven't seen. Let's look. If we have any naturally occurring animal people,
weirdly quiet.
The caves are quite quiet. There aren't any animal people in there. We've got the were-squid. Oh no. The only animal person that we do have.
No.
If you wanted
No.
No problem, Maritzi. Would you like that comment pinned? We've got.
I thought it was a strong opening. I thought it was a strong gambit.
Not to sidebar us too much, but in looking at this, I've now seen what animals the traders have, and very crunchy, very crispy, lovely flavors here. We can get an eagle, an armadillo sow, a jaguar, and a capybara. So I do think we're going to want to trade with the elves.
Okay, yeah. Get these bad boys locked down.
Yeah. Let's just pin that though as well.
Yeah.
Animal person. If we want to do an existing, we got. Is the animal person Bruce Forsyth? We think no. I think that's too dangerous. Do we want to find an animal person, which is to say, send
Hunt up.
some dwarves into the mines just to see what there is,
Mhm.
or do we want to generate an animal person just for ease of living?
I think that's a put to chat, right? Because that's going to define a lot of what we're doing today.
Yeah,
Is
good point.
either looking for an animal person or synthesizing an animal person to their specifications.
Yeah, that's a good point. So this is an open poll, so you can add more options you want. But is it Bruce Forsyth? Is it let's try and find one, or let's build one out of
So,
there?
for context, let's go and find one would involve sending out the Piss Piss Pals on kidnapping missions in the hopes that they bring one back to the map, or really, really making Swallow the Romance a tourist trap. So we'd build a very nice pub, we'd fill it with as much gold as we can eat, and hope that someone visits. So it's tourism, it's kidnap, or it's act of God. Oh yeah, of course we could get Bruce Forsyth in as well. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Oh no, Sean, I've lost my audio of you.
My hand brushed my own mute button, which now is not a physical button, but like an LED that I can put my thumb on, which is a shame. Okay, so we're not going to use this to release Bruce. I don't think anyone wants that. Well, no, I think lots of people want that, but they're not going to get that.
We need to not give them what
We
they
need
want.
to not do this exact thing, but we need to do something which we could still say, hand on heart, that was a treat for him.
I mean, he liked it when the water came down. That's the only thing that we know he likes other than violence.
There's still water going down, though.
So we could give him something to kill.
Here's a slightly dangerous idea, which
Uh-huh.
exists as a nice compromise between the obvious, extremely dangerous idea and nothing. Is what if, right? So at the moment, there's water all in where Bruce is, and there's water above him, and there's water in like several layers above. But even
Mhm.
if there wasn't water above him, above this grate prevents him leaving.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah. So if we were to remove this water, we could drop sweets through the holes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I like that a lot. I don't know whether we can drop through a grate, but we could do that. We can. I wonder if it's just easier to create a Bruce Forsyth airlock chamber and let him eat in there. He'll break out of it though.
How
It's
do
very
we
difficult
give
for
him
us to do
nice
that.
food without him getting out and killing us? That's as a logistical problem for Dwarf Fortress, sending sweeties in there without him
Quite.
getting out. That's a nice. That's a crunchy logistical problem.
I think we've got to build him a little treat room. I think the easiest way is to build a little treat room, fill it with the things he likes, and then let him into that new bit of enclosure.
But what if?
Uh-huh.
Let's say theoretically we built. In fact, I'll even like block it out here. We built a treat room here, like this.
Mhm.
And then this is a treat room, and that gets knocked out somehow. And then he goes in there and eats the treats. And that means that the water that's in here spreads into here. And rather than being 7, which represents floor to ceiling water, it's down to 3.
Yeah, he can plodge.
He can
continue-
start swamp footing around. And then he could just knock these doors down, and we've basically released him.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I'll grant you 100% that's a problem.
Whereas if his room stays as it is, like a cup brimming, like a worm in a tequila bottle, and we're just popping like love hearts on the top.
Yeah, we're sea monkeying him.
Yeah.
We're dropping those little flakes in. I can see
Yeah.
that working.
I want
Okay.
surface flakes for him.
I worry that while he's in full water, he's not going to have the opportunity. Do you know what I mean? He's like trapped by the pressure at the moment. And if we don't
Yeah.
relieve that pressure, he's not going to get to eat the treats. Also, he's a vicious were squirrel. Treats for him is violence. Treats for him is little creatures he can tear
Okay.
apart.
All right. Well, in the spirit of Jurassic Park, what if we lift something in for him to kill?
Yes, we drop a goat in.
Or even a fish?
A
He's
fish,
in
a
water.
goat. Fish are more difficult for us to catch, though, right? Live fish. It's very possible, but like faffy. But we can do it.
How do we get the fish? How do we get anything into there? He's in like a pressurized container. How do we get anything in there without releasing the pressure?
We'll have to add a pump the level immediately above Bruce's level. So the one with the grate, pump out all the water, and then knock a hole through the floor and start dropping stuff in.
And he won't just jump up. Whoop. He won't just like crest the water, kill the person dropping the sweets, and then just run away.
It's absolutely a possibility.
Yeah.
But it's one we have to deal with.
Yeah, all right.
We've got to deal with it. We can make a fail-safe in the Bruce Forsyth treat dropper.
We could use a minecart to drop off beer for him. And then no dwarf has to be near to him. The minecart can just go through.
Yeah.
And if I'd have to get a dwarf to remove the grate. But if a minecart could be set to tip its contents onto the floor, and we could have a dwarf just load up some meat, maybe I don't know if you can put a live animal on a minecart, but like we could put some beer on, some mead, kick it, and it just drops on his head, and then no one has to deal with it.
Yeah, we can room 101 a nice meal. I still think he'll get more enjoyment out of a live goat, but
you're right.
That's just me.
You're right. No, you're right. What if?
You've done is
do you know what
humanized him, and he's actually just a feral bastard.
Do you know what we could do? And it simplifies things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got a much simpler idea.
Yeah.
Go back to this idea where there's the adjoining room.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, the pressure, there's only a finite amount of water on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because this water goes up here, over here, and then it has this sluice gate. If we simply open this gate again, he just gets stuck again.
Yeah. So that's our fail-safe, I guess.
Yeah. So all we need to do is knock a path,
create a
from
little
here
room.
to here, but then like fill it with like metal walls, like not doors, just walls. And then well, I don't know. Wouldn't a dwarf need to knock this through? How do you ever open this?
Carefully.
Yeah, all right.
The traditional way is to go the level above and dig a channel below.
Yeah.
Obviously, he probably could jump it.
Yeah. But at least if you did this, you'd only have to worry about the water because you can probably get away before Bruce kills you. Probably.
Yeah, there's a little bit of time while he's still immobilized.
Yeah.
The water starts coming through.
All right, Mighty Fighty's coming.
Thanks.
Hang on, why are you still drowsy? Or what's going on here? We've got a petition. Atho Carnage Sax wants to reside in Swallow the Romance for entertaining citizens and visitors.
Cool. What's your act? What's your act, Atho Carnage Sax?
Yeah, shall I check out what Atho Carnage Sax actually does? Other. This is you, Atho
Okay.
Carnage Sax. They didn't see anything after. They didn't feel anything after seeing 2 dead dogs, but they felt pleasure near a fine
Nice
door
doors.
and a tastefully arranged seat and a
Oh,
tastefully arranged
God.
table. This is a cool guy.
Oh, they've been gentrified to hell.
If we go into they play an albatross bone pujaw,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's a way of knowing what like songs they know. There's something in here tells us. Oh,
Just
what
need to
is
get
it?
written down. Let's have a look.
I thought there was something that was like, this person has memorized the following poems or something like that. Items, health, skills, knowledge? Yes, they know the Mountain of Crystal, which is a poetic form, and they know 5 musical forms: the Cyclopean laces, the sweetness of rhythm, the musical poet, the satiny music, and the trumpets of silk. The trumpets of this is the description of the trumpets of silk. It has the following structure: a theme, and then 1 to 2 series of variations on the theme, possibly all repeated. An Udir rhythm is made from 2 patterns, the Nell and the Agek. The patterns are to be played in the same beat, allowing one to repeat before the other is concluded. The Nell rhythm is a single line of 4 beats. The beat is stressed as followed: 3 unstressed beats to 1 stressed beat.
1, 2, 3.
Bum.
1, 2, 3.
3. Bum. The Agek rhythm is a single line with 9 beats. So there's a polyrhythm of a 4/4 beat. Last one is stressed. Whereas the Agek goes stress, stress, stressed, silent, stress, stressed, stress, silent, stressed. And they exist in polyrhythm together.
That sounds shit.
Yeah. Nevertheless,
Oh, there's so much going on. It's jazz.
It is
4 on the
jazz.
4, please. We don't know. We don't know what dissonance is. Major chords only. Tonic chords only.
Do we want jazzist Atho Carnage Sax to live with us? I leave that up to you. Let the people speak.
Oh,
Okay. Jazzist inbound.
Everyone seems to be going for jazz.
Jazz is back.
If there's one thing this chat loves, it jazz.
I didn't really think this was a big jazz crowd, but it tracks somewhat.
It's fantasy jazz, like Jizz. Do you remember Jizz from Star Wars?
Oh yeah, the original fantasy jazz. Well, I don't think there's a way that No can win now. So
yeah,
welcome aboard, and goodbye, Paul.
Yes to jazz means yes to jazz.
Okay, so we want to put a nice animal in. Should we designate one of our own animals to be killed?
Yeah, do we set up a pen of animals that we want we could buy?
Is there just an animal that we can afford? Like we could, do you know, we've got a lot of puppies.
We've got a lot of
We have a lot of Dachshund puppies. Could they not just kill 5 sausage dogs? We've got a lot of Dachshund puppies. We have in total 8 Dachshund puppies.
I don't know why it's Dachshunds. I think are a fairly helpless dog as far as dogs go.
Yeah,
there's just something sad about just feeding
my...
Dachshunds into the.
Oh, hang on. Can we just give them some Dachshund adults as well? We've got so many Dachshunds. Chauncey's still alive, but other than that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Dachshunds. No wonder we're bleeding Dachshunds here.
Dachshunds.
And we need to kill them. We need to
give
let
them a string
brute
of
force.
sausage dogs.
Yeah.
very good mighty fighty. We're not necessarily happy about it. We are going
Oh,
to do it.
the merchants will be leaving soon. If we ever want to get that capybara, we have to strike. We do want the capybara, right?
Yeah, 100%. Was it the capybara you were most excited for, or I would? The jaguar is quite cool too.
Yeah, I want all of them. In fact, let's check the price. Well, what do we need for all of them? What do they have? They've got some musical instruments. They've got a load of toy boats. Aha. Oh, do you know what? This isn't too expensive at all. We'd need around probably around 400 value.
That's nothing.
You can cage them and sell them to caravans. They can find new homes somewhere else. Do you know what? That's probably a good idea.
What are we going to feed to Bruce Forsyth the Were Squirrel, though?
Why don't we sell some of our Dachshunds to the elf? Oh, and the elves clearly don't find it objectionable to sell animals as long as they're in metal cages.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the deal. Or grown wood, if we can get them. We probably have some from previous. That's a weird line. I guess they're just assuming that we're going to incorporate them as happy little. Thank you very much, Kage.
Yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, our consciences are soothed and balmed by
All
this.
right, what pigtail? Pigtail is a plant, right? So that won't set them off.
Yeah, that should be fine.
What's in this? Nothing. We could sell this bag for 100. We can make more bags. We can make bags.
That's a good bag. Those are really good bags. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some good bags here.
Big bags.
Body parts. Oh, they're not going to want that. Coffins. Do you want? You're not going to fit that on an elk. Obviously not logs. Some goblets we can make. Well, these are just spare goblets. We can make more.
Yeah, perfect. I think they don't know about they don't necessarily know about Bruce. We've got plausible deniability. No one's looked in the water tank for a little while now.
Yeah, we can assume that everyone thinks Bruce is only because we have X-ray eyes. Do we know that Bruce is alive? To them, this is just another wall corpse. Is Oracle still in a barrel somewhere? No, his meat went rotten and just got chucked away in due course.
I think he might have been eaten a little bit, maybe, before we could institute veganism. Because I was looking at our food stocks and they weren't high. It's not like we've got loads of food. Thanks, Binky. Just knocked over me drink there.
I can't sell any of these crowns, right? Because they're made from muscles and stuff.
Muscles and wood and bone, you name it. Anything. Thank you for the follow, Kage.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Have I got any other finished good bins? Have I made any finished goods that aren't part of some sort of blood trade? Finished goods. Sheep wool trousers. Oh, an iron chain. I'll bring this.
Oh
then.
yeah, there's some nice gems in there as well. We can do.
Yeah, I can sell the chains. Large pear cut sapphire. That cut sapphire will get us everything we want.
Yeah, for 1,000. Beautiful.
All right, we're awaiting 14 items, although most of those are in one single box.
Please give us several dogs. We will give you this priceless gem.
And awaiting 2 items. Where are the last 2 items, please?
Oh, someone's moving.
Awaiting 1 item. Good, let's go. So here are your goblets. That gives you a trader profit of 287. Here are your bags. Okay, and then do you know what? Let's just give them 1 sapphire, simplify everything. Just take our massive gemstone, and from you, I want every animal and every fruit you have. The fruit will just mean that we can brew drinks with absolutely no problem for a while. And then trader profit is nothing. All right. Do you want some cups?
Whoa. How much fruit have we just taken there? There's no way that all those fruit equal 1,000. That's mad.
There's a lot of fruit.
Wow, they brought a lot of fruit.
They brought a lot of fruit. Think how much ridiculous beer we can make with kumquats, olives, lychees, oranges, carambolas, avocados, pomelos, bitter oranges, dates, custard apples, rambutans, paradise nut fruits, bitter oranges, limes, round limes, oranges, dates, coconuts, citrons,
We are
bananas.
getting ripped off. We're getting 5 olives for the same price that you pay for 5 bananas.
These are elven olives.
5 coconut, 5 olives? What is with this London pricing from these gentrified tree huggers?
I like this. All the
Get
fruit
them
are the
out.
same. No, no, no. I want all of them. I want to make every fruit beer known to dwarven kind.
Oh, it's like a food buffet, right?
Yeah.
You've got to eat up all of the olives to get your value out of the
A food
trades.
buffet, or as I like to call it, a buffet.
All you
Hello,
can eat.
shit10_. How are you doing? Thank you for saying hello. I'm going to
All
give
right, you
them
got me. I forgot the word.
a Rastia. Wasn't
You
called
ras-
for, to be honest. All right, can I trade?
and
Will
you
they accept?
and you know I can't visualize piss.
What didn't we?
And you know I can't visualize piss, and you're still choosing to make fun of us.
We've been counter offered, but they just want more chains. Easy
That's
peasy.
fine. Yeah.
Proceed. Brilliant. I'm gonna pop these animals outside. Oh no, in fact, I'm just gonna pop them in our outside pasture. Enjoy your new life outside. New friends, stray eagle, stray armadillo, stray jaguar, and stray capybara. And for the were squirrel, I'm going to put half of our Dachshund population. I do think it's getting out of control. I'll call this the sausage murder pit. And Chauncey can live.
Call it the food buffet.
Dog buffet. And I know this seems heartless, but you need sometimes to have the sort of cold eyes of a farmer. And I am going to put quite a lot of the puppies in here as well. But we'll generate more. We'll generate more, you see.
The cold eyes of a farmer.
Yeah,
Cold eyes and soft hands of a farmer.
if you didn't have cold eyes as a farmer, do you know how much you'd be crying? You'd be crying every day. Look, all these dogs. People are trying to corral all the dogs. They're coming through the pub. I don't know why they're struggling to corral the dogs so much. Are they just being naughty?
I've seen a lot of farmers crying lately. They've been all up in London, all up
Yeah.
outside number 10 going, oh no.
Oh, boo-hoo. I've got to
Oh, no.
pay a comparable amount of income tax to the rest of the British population.
But then when you ask them to murder 5 sausage dogs, they just look at you
Yeah.
like this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, people who cannot keep their hands steady any other day of the week, and now slitting a sausage dog's throat with deadly precision. I don't know what's happening. The sausage dogs keep getting it's like herding sheep. They can't actually get the sausage dogs to come in here. I don't know what
Almost
the
as if
problem
we've
is.
named it the murder pit. Where are you taking that dog? Oh, the murder pit. I don't want to take that dog there.
They can't seem to get. Oh, one person has
Oh, there
managed to
you go,
successfully
yeah.
bring one dog in.
They'll get there.
They don't want to be in the murder pit.
Who does?
What's wrong with the murder pit? Okay, 2 of them have come into the murder pit.
Getting a lot of questions of what's wrong with the murder pit that are answered by my t-shirt, welcome to the murder pit.
Oh. No!
What? We got so distracted by the murder pit, we never really got to the bottom of why Balcom couldn't drink. Why?
Why couldn't Belcom drink?
What did we do other than change all of his genome?
We
randomly.
made the perfect baby, and I was aware for quite a while.
He was drowsy, hungry, and thirsty.
Red Santa brings up a really good point here. Do you remember when we set them to maximally thirsty? We saw a number for thirsty, so we
No,
changed it to
no.
9,000.
No, you can't tell me that we made Belcom too thirsty to live.
I think they became thirsty at a rate that was faster than they could drink.
No, that can't be
Like,
true.
even
Surely.
if I saw them, they were constantly drinking. They were constantly drinking, but they couldn't slake their thirst. And they
And
got thirstier and thirstier and thirstier and died.
And
They,
the saddest thing is that the one job we saw them do was carry a bucket of water and throw it
Yeah.
into World Altan while their lips were chapped. Oh, that's the second child we've killed.
Yeah. Do you remember when I
It's
said
very-
this baby could be the best dwarf that ever lives?
We
If-
opened the episode saying
Yeah, as long as they have a chance. A chance to grow up and practice their gifts.
give this baby a chance.
We made this baby unnaturally thirsty. And we all knew it was a problem. All 56 of us, 57 of us in the colony, we knew this was a thirsty baby, but we just didn't think about it. We didn't ask in on anyone, and we went back to creating the sausage dog murder pit.
It's always the nice and easy jobs. It's always the fun jobs, like making the sausage dog murder pit, that you want to do. When it comes to the good hard graft of keeping a thirsty baby alive.
But I saw it drink.
Not enough.
I saw the thirsty baby drink. So there was perhaps, what were we supposed to do, you know? It was built thirsty.
When they say built different, what they don't
Yeah.
think about is the all-encompassing thirst.
Dehydrated. Where did it die? Because I'm betting it died right next to a body of water as well.
Please.
Oh, hang on.
Please take our desiccated baby and put it.
Belcom, they don't have a dead child sprite, so he grew into an adult just at the last moment. Also, it's really spattered with pus. Maybe that's something that can happen if you're really thirsty.
Really? Oh no.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Well,
Good thing we didn't visualize it.
well, I mean, I can't help it. Okay, well, listen, it doesn't all have to be disasters. I'm going to round up these sausage dogs for murder.
Well said. You've cheered me right up there, Sean. I've perked right up now that you've mentioned.
Look how many sausage dogs are in here now. Almost all the ones that are supposed to be in here. I love the suggestion that they're being led and they know something's wrong. You know, like cows, you have to build the route that takes cows into slaughterhouses in such a way that they don't get scared, and then they sort of resist and they run away, and then they spook all the other cows.
Morph.
Yeah.
Hello, Bodo. Okay,
Like
so
that was Temple Grandin, right?
oh, I'm so glad we're talking about Temple Grandin.
That was Temple Grandin. Temple Grandin was like, hey, I'm going to use my unique perspective to say maybe we shouldn't be so horrible
Yeah.
to cows.
I'm going to use the fact
wow,
that I can
that's
only.
far out.
I'm going to use the fact that I really, really need deep pressure to think to help me communicate with a cow. Any Temple Grandin heads in the chat, sign off now. Okay, so we've got the sausage dogs in the murder room.
Yeah, beautiful sentence. Yes.
Do we have any metal doors? Because that would help a lot, I think. No.
No, but we can make them. We can make a bunch of iron doors very
Yeah.
easy.
Iron door, and we'll make 10. And when that gets ratified, I'm going to set that top priority. I think some iron doors will ensure that we're safe for generations to come. Iron doors will keep our community safe.
What else could we put in that would protect us? You can set up iron bars to trigger, I think, which are quite safe. Again, difficult to. So
we've got migrants.
Really?
Yeah, new people. Who's moving here? Locum Archknives, the stoneworker. Erith Usthos, the siege operator. A pit bull? A bulldog, sorry. A fish dissector. A hunter. An animal caretaker. That could be handy. We've got some distressed animals. Siege engineer.
We're going to have
clothier.
fewer.
That's true. A rabbit. A foal. We have a mason, an administrator. Do you know what? We could use an administrator. A big cow, a herbalist, a fisher dwarf, a rooster, a train. You've got a tame train. They've named a train.
Oh, that's the first named train.
That's the first named train. They've tamed a train.
That's the first. That's the first named train.
They've tamed and named a train.
They've tamed and named a train.
They've named this tamed train. Oh, we've got a peasant. Great. Oh, what's that? Oh, a llama. A baby llama. We've got a gem. How many people are coming? We've got a trapper. If anyone wants to name any of these dwarves.
That's 20 extra.
Oh, a farmer guild called the Wooden Hall has been established. So we might want to make them a guild hall at some point. Dedicated to farming. Okay. So, how many of these doors have we made? Do we have any? Yes. But they'll take another couple of minutes to get done. Do we need more bedrooms then if we've got more people? More people? Am I saying that right?
Yes. Close enough.
Is that how you say this?
You're saying most of this, Sean, you're saying most of the syllables. And I don't want to stop you in case you say the rest of them.
It sounds wrong. People. I've been saying this word all my life, but it sounds different today. Is that all the people?
I was looking at the word studio today. I was like, man, that's a weird looking word.
That is a strange word.
Really get into it. I've got another safety feature in mind for the sausage dog situation.
Okay, good, because that's a growing concern of mine.
Yeah. So when you get a second,
I've got a second.
Actually, do you know? I'll do a Thor streaming diagram.
A what streaming diagram?
Have you not seen that? He's like a video game guy.
Sorry, pirate. Yeah,
Pirate Gaming, and he uses like a voice mod to make his voice really deep, and then he's like,
"Is that a voice mod? I thought that was him."
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
You really don't think that's his real voice?
I'm fairly certain he's EQ'd quite low. If nothing
EQ
else.
maybe, but not a full voice mod. I don't think he's actually pitch shifted.
There's no such thing as voice, mate. Hello there.
Some people can do have that voice. He might have that voice. He might not. But
let me just say he's been posting videos for a number of years, and he's not always had that voice.
Oh, link me, DM me. I want to hear normal voice pirate software.
Honestly, imagine him pitch shifted up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's no way his real voice is deeper. I won't believe it.
But yeah, he's always doing a diagram, and sometimes the diagram's like very unnecessary. It's like Peter talked to Michael, and he's drawn a circle, and he's put Peter. He's drawn a circle and put Michael, and then like an arrow from one to the other to demonstrate these people were talking.
So you want people? Wow, this is a very interesting window view. Look at that. Didn't realize you could do that. Okay.
What? Oh God.
I was
Oh,
trying to
okay.
put something on my camera, but it didn't quite work how I wanted it to. How far? Let me just casually display capture one of my screens.
As long as it's casual. If we see any try-harding, then the audience might turn against you.
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I might make my voice sound like the thunderous god.
I never understood when the tide turned against tryhards, because trying hard's good. I think
Yeah,
I've never
I
understood
think
the negative conception of tryhards.
maybe it's to do with like time economies. So the latest thing in World of Warcraft was calling people a frog farmer. Did you get any of that?
I never played World of Warcraft. I think I'm aware of the frog farmer because it's like there was a slightly unintended thing with drop tables that meant like you could
Yeah.
farm this low-level mob for like a surprisingly rare item. So rather than really engage with the game, you're just killing a
Farming frogs.
million early game mobs. Have you seen Dan Olsen's, the YouTuber Dan Olsen's It's Rude to Be Bad at World of Warcraft?
Yes, I
That's
watched that. It was really
very
good.
interesting.
What I think he did miss in his analysis was that the gnome that everyone was mad at did seem to be a bit of a foot guy.
A
I
foot
think-
guy?
Yeah, well, he made this big thing of like the example he gives at the beginning is that his guildmates got really annoyed with him because it didn't allow he wouldn't put shoes on for the raid. He
Mhm.
wanted to just be in character as a hobbit. But like, put some shoes on for the raid. Just for
Yeah.
5 minutes. I don't care if you're a hobbit or not. That's going to keep you safe in the
But a
mountains of
real
Ragnarok.
hobbit wouldn't. A real hobbit wouldn't. A
You wouldn't
real
need it.
hobbit would have their dexterity removed by putting shoes on. They're not shoeless because they like their foot fetish. The hobbits, if you read Lord of the Rings, the hobbits aren't into feet.
That's not
They're
what I was
just
saying.
they're
What
more
I was saying is that
agile.
what I'm saying is the person who is demanding it. It's like,
yeah. I think that's very plausible.
he's like, oh no, I'm doing a hobbit.
Yeah. Do you know the problem with foot fetishes is that we all have feet and they're not like genitals, so you can sometimes see people's feet. And this ambiguity, this little bit of wiggle room, means that now no one feels safe having their feet on display. It's added a new area of the body that you need to hide from the public
Yeah,
because it's rude. And it
there's
shouldn't
two-
be. Feet are the hands of the floor.
I want to see the Victorian stream where people are like, you know what? It used to be you could go out with your ankles out and you wouldn't get any
Well,
flack at all.
Yeah. It's all socially constructed. It's all society. If the Victorian period never happened, we'd all be nude. I think nudism would have taken off big time.
Really?
If it wasn't for the British Empire.
Thank you, Captain Tom.
Yeah. It'd be too cold here. It'd be too cold to do it here.
And the great irony of that would have been that all the Lancashire woolen mills would have, fired out bolt and bolt of proto-capitalist cloth, and we'd be like, no use for it.
Well, that's it. The Industrial
it.
Revolution was powered off the back of the northern textiles industry. And if everyone's nude, there's no one to sell to. Clothing was the original like upsell.
What?
I'm happy. I'm warm because my climate's warm. Oh, would you want another layer of cloth on top of your skin?
Yeah. So if it sort of if capitalism really took off in the southern coast of Spain, it would just falter. It would fail to flourish. Okay, Sean, check out my camera. I've got a plan.
Hang on, I need to put something to chat. Are we willing to build? Should we build the Farmers Guild a guild hall? 1 yes, 2 no. It's called the Wooden Hall. The Guild. I don't know what the actual guild hall will be called. We could put farming stuff in it. Hello, Factions Guru 1. Welcome aboard. Are they too good for the main hall? Yeah. They don't want to pay inheritance tax. Has to be outside. That's nice. It should be made entirely out of dirt.
Oh, lovely.
You'd have to
We could
sit
do
on
that. We
a
can make
big
like a little
gourd or
burrow.
a squash.
Okay, I've brought up my diagram.
Okay, yes. I'm going to make you really big so the diagram's very obvious to everyone. Thank you for the follow, Factions Guru.
And bigger me. So on the left, we have Bruce Forsyth, the were squirrel. It's just Bruce. There you go. And then on the right, we have Dwarf.
Yeah, that looks
And
like a gonk.
What we have really is like a very simplified version of the farmer who's got the goose and the fox and the lettuce.
Yes,
So-
okay. This is the chicken, the seeds, and the fox.
Yeah. So what I'm suggesting is we create a little pit in this oncoming corridor. We build a bridge up, and then we make sure that the bridge opens like this,
Uh-huh.
so that when needed, the bridge blocks off that, and all that Bruce can get access to is all of this. Oh, wrong color.
And then when we're ready for it all to go a bit different, we put the bridge down.
Yes, if we wanted to release Bruce, that would work. I mean, he may just live in the pit. If he can't climb good, it's not a mezzanine. Maybe it's a little mezzanine, in a sense, in the sense that anything above something else.
Not to get off topic, but Joanna Lumley's just risen as a ghost.
Oh,
But anyway, please carry on.
no, I think this is in theory created the backup. So we'll have all the iron doors.
I have a potential problem. I've thought of a potential mechanical problem. Okay. Oh, can we go back to your diagram?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There you go.
So let's say that the bridge is open and it's a wall.
Mhm.
And wouldn't the water sweep Bruce into the hole under the bridge?
Potentially. That's good though. That means he's not getting at us.
Yeah, but then he'll never get at the sausage dogs.
Well, this is post sausage dogs. So we've got the sausage dogs. Further up here, we've got the umpteen iron doors. Right.
Oh, I may be missing parts of the diagram though. I don't see a dog or any doors.
Let me just move this across a little bit. I'm not using all my camera here. So, iron door corridor is here.
Yeah.
And then, annoyingly, we rotate the camera view 90 degrees here. So we're side on. And you can imagine the pit that exists. But really, this is all taking place here. Post doors. Let me just remove that back there. Post doors. All the doors here. The sausage dogs are all getting murdered in here.
And where's the bridge then in this other smaller diagram?
Bridge pit goes here after the iron doors. In between.
Oh, you don't need that if we have iron doors, though. Iron doors are.
I'm just being.
Sure.
Look, what's behind me here, Sean? What's behind me here?
Well, that's a baby disaster. There'll be no babies involved in this apart from the puppies.
if Bruce gets out, I'm going to have to put -1 on this sign.
Yeah. That means we've had 2 baby disasters in one day.
One day. I'm sorry to be Mr. Health and Safety. I really am.
How about I make a compromise? I cut a deal with you.
Okay.
I'm going to make a slew of iron doors, and if Bruce breaks even one of them, which I think he won't have the opportunity to do because of water pressure.
Oh, we're going to have an insane changing places building job.
Yeah,
where
then
we
I promise to build a drawbridge from the Gong Bath Saloon if Bruce breaks one door.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
promise to make 10 doors.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is my
happy with
promise
that?
to you. This is my promise to the good people of Swallow the Romance that I will make 10 iron doors.
Yeah, that is my promise.
Okay.
Look, Bruce Forsyth has never gotten out on record.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. People forget
true.
that. People forget.
People forget that about Bruce. That he didn't murder as many people as he would have liked to.
Oh yeah, everyone would be dead if he got out, but he didn't. So people, people are living in these hypotheticals. He's never got out. To anyone watching for the first time, we've not provided a lot of vital context, but we have a real problem with this were squirrel, which, due to God knows what, will never de-transform back into a dwarf and is currently just a berserker mode squirrel that can kill almost anything on touch. But we've trapped it in water rerouted from a river. But due to a wheel spin, we need to feed
give
it.
him a treat.
We have to feed it these dogs. So that's what's happening.
And I think you also kind of need to remember that where animals have been balanced in this game around the logic that they'll exist for a month, and we're on year 6.
No, for a night.
Guy. Yeah.
For one night. So they can be really strong because you only got to survive and then they turn back into something else. Not this guy. This guy's got different rules.
And I guess if he does get through, we do have the big gong to let people know.
Oh,
that message is gonna
the warning gong.
Dong. Bruce is loose. Dong.
Stay
Bruce
indoors.
Is loose.
Stay indoors. The squirrel has escaped its compartment.
Dong. Save our NHS. Dong. The squirrel is coming. Please stay indoors. Bruce Forsyth has escaped. People of Britain, I have a simple request. This is my Boris.
That's good.
I'm not going to do the other one, the other guy.
Do you know what? Should we build this farmers thing while we're waiting for the doors to be created?
Yeah.
We could build just a bit of dirt floor here. Select material after placement. Just wood, I think.
Yeah, that's
Just
homely.
wood. Yeah. I don't know if we have. I don't think we have enough any specific kind of wood. We've only got higgledy-piggledy bits of wood.
13 things of nether. We could make like
I just chop down some more trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's simple, isn't it?
Are the elves still here? Will they see us?
The elves have gone. The elves have gone. Can people wood cut? Are people actually allowed to cut wood? Only selected do this, and I've barely selected anyone. Who's allowed to do it then? The miller and the presser, I allow you to do it. Any peasants are allowed to do it.
I dub ye woodcutters.
I thought we did have someone who was a woodcutter. Does it look like it now?
I think I might have dropped a mezzanine on him. Oh,
you're right.
Thank you so much for
maybe 100% certain I dropped a mezzanine on him.
Oh, we've got two things happening at once.
We love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Okay, Red Coyote has just tipped £3. Rename a dwarf to Ronnie Lot. Yeah, absolutely. I'll pick one of the new dwarves. How about this?
Oh, that's a Ronnie.
Ronnie Lot. Is that worth a spin as well, do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Let's stack them up.
Let's stack the spins. All right. We're going to re-randomize the wheel. And then bring the wheel up. And then we are going to spin. Here we go.
I'm hoping for terrorized train because we could just put some trains in the Dachshund room.
No, Turophobia. Make something fear cheese.
Well, that's an easier one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll get the command for you.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, we found out this is actually trivially easy. Yeah, I
Yep.
forgot about that. One of our kittens has adopted a line maker. The brothers who make this are big fans of cats, and they've made a special exception to how pets work just for cats, which is that you don't adopt a cat. A cat can't become a pet that someone could choose to have. Cats choose an owner and adopt them. So one of the cats has chosen a dwarf to accompany. Okay, we must have a few more doors now.
Oh, I think we do
No
have
door.
to. I think we do have to abstract cheese as a type of vermin for this to work.
Okay. Someone's been crying. Annis has been nearby. Do you think Annis's rate of crying has gone up? Because look how flooded the pub is with tears. And also
Joanna... Yeah, actually, wow, that's a big up. Maybe someone else has caught the bug.
No, it's all Annis's tears. Annis, they, them. Skinny Gerda's dwarf tears. Okay, so you think we can redefine cheese as a type of vermin?
Yeah, so the command would go... I'll give you the broad bit of the commands.
Shall I save before we start memory hacking? MorlFortress before cheese vermin.
So I'll drop that in. And there's an example of how the command might work. So I've dropped them both in your Discords.
Okay.
And I think that will add a text line that says they hate cheese.
Uh-huh. And how do you assign that to us? Oh, no, I see. No, I don't see. Is hate... These are 2 lines. And how do I specify the dwarf that is affected by this change?
Maybe you select them.
Okay.
Like maybe you have them as the active dwarf while you're looking at them.
And which one do I put both of these in? The first one says token, so it probably needs those tokens instantiating.
So the bottom one is just an example. So it's assign preferences, reset, hate creature, spider jumping.
Mm-hmm.
We just swap out spider jumping for cheese. And if I'm reading this correctly, it should just add hates cheese.
Oh, okay, brilliant. All right. So who should hate cheese? Anyone got any suggestions? Let's just infinite referendum it. Which of the dwarves that you remember should hate cheese?
And then I guess like an option for a random dwarf as well, and we'll just do a roll.
I'll see what they come up with. Can I make a floor now?
Oh, pardon me.
Joanna Lumley's dead, B&M Bandit.
There are ghosts What are we going to do about that? Maybe it's not really them. Maybe when we inspect the ghost, it turns out to be something else pretending to be a ghost.
Yeah. Sorry, I watched not the 9 o'clock news, and I thought it'd be funny to become this ghost. I think it might still be possible to make the ghost hate cheese, though.
Yeah, that should be doable. We just need to select it when it appears.
Yeah, interesting dwarves that you may be interested in. Annis, Ronnie Lott, Bin City Rolbert, Cock and Balls, Jimmy McNulty, Gomelon, JB Smooth, Ronnie James Dio, Side Quest, Sean Morley, Ronnie Pickering, Michael Barrym or Cleltickle, Natley, P, Penis, Mighty Fighty Shushbugs, Chat, and that's it.
Now, I'm looking at a command here that means that they can choose to we can make them change their meal preferences, but it's all phrased in the positive.
I see, yeah. It makes them like certain things.
So the example they give us is we can make a dwarf like drinking dwarf blood.
Yeah. I think I can't make this a guild hall properly without it being indoors. So I'm going to construct some wooden walls around it so that I can then. Although, will it need a ceiling? Does it count as indoors just if it? Oh, the boar and the ram are fighting. Fine. Whoever wins gets to live. Just like in real life.
Let them fight.
Okay, and if I can pop some doors onto that, great. 1 microcline, 1 dolomite. And if that does work, then I should be able to put some tables in. Must be inside. It is inside. In what sense is this not inside? Derek is fighting? Didn't know he named a goose Derek. I don't remember naming a goose Derek.
You'd think you'd remember naming a goose Derek, but sometimes you don't.
Yeah, these days.
These days, sometimes a goose turns up, says, "Hey, I'm Derek." You go, "Did I name you?"
I don't remember you being Derek.
All right, you've always been Derek, or maybe you're secretly Dean.
New guild hall, and this is for farmers. Farmer hall. Yeah, there you go. It's the wooden hall. There you go. Enjoy. It's currently a meeting place, but I need to put more valuables in it. Well, I can't put. Do you want an offering place? Do you want a display? Can I display something nice?
Maybe a crown. One of our lovely crowns.
Yeah, people love crowns around here. We can put you some nice coffers. Maybe you could fill that with some junk that you happen to like.
Okay, so I've found another command. Which says preference adjust. So we've looked at pref change, I think. No, assign preferences. Pref adjust, and it may not work in this, is sets the preferences of a dwarf to ideal. But they have actually set it up as a negative one.
Okay.
And the command for this is pref adjust pref adjust all, goth all, clear all. And so you can set what this mod calls goth mode. And goth mode is as follows: likes dwarf skin, corpses, body parts, remains, coffins, the color black, crosses, glum prongs for their living shadows, and snow demons for their horrifying features. When possible, they prefer to consume sewer brew, gutter crewer, and bloated tubers. They absolutely detest elves, humans, and dwarves.
Fantastic.
That's a cool guy.
And you're able to extrapolate from that how to get them to just uniquely and specifically hate cheese.
Nope, we're still
Okay.
working on it. But I wanted to update you that it is possible to make them goth.
Does that contain a command that makes them hate everything? Because that would still make them hate cheese.
No, it looks like they've packaged all of the preference adjustments into this one command, which isn't very helpful.
I see.
Like the
Rosanna
people
20,736 tipped £6.
that have made these
Save
commands
the
haven't
dogs
really
plus
thought of this
spin.
one specific.
We've received a tip from Rosanna for save the dogs and spin.
Ooh, okay.
Let's just try and work out what we're doing with Ronnie Corbett hating cheese, just so that this little chapter can get obliterated.
Our best attempt is assign preferences, reset, hate creature, cheese.
Okay.
That's the best thing I've come up with.
Can you Discord me what I'm supposed to put into the command line?
Yes, I will give you the full thing. Hopefully it works.
Okay. I'm going to try and... What do you think? I'll get them to show off a dwarven rum barrel. That'll be on one of their display cases. That's something they farmed. What about food? Glob, grate. Oh, food isn't here. What about flasks? Yeah, dwarven wine water skin. That's something to show off. They're like central to our alcohol industry.
And then potentially...
Okay, so if I find Ronnie Corbett...
If that command doesn't work, I've got another command that maybe.
Okay.
And if that command doesn't work, I'm going to do some homework.
Okay.
With the firm belief that I can make Ronnie Corbett hate cheese. Give me 24 hours. I will make Ronnie Corbett hate cheese.
Okay, so we've got assigned preferences. I can only assume that, like, because he's the one we've clicked on, that it'll apply to him. And then we'll see. Warning. Cheese does not seem to be a valid creature token. So the game has recognized that cheese is not a creature. Which just makes sense, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
Okay. So maybe they've updated it since the documentation.
Red has made a different suggestion. Which is, why don't we just give them like a traumatic experience involving cheese? Why can't we make them hate cheese?
Oh, holistically.
Yeah, give them an experience. So at the end of it, you'll be like, I don't want to see cheese again for as long as I live.
Okay, we can start making some cheese and placing it around.
I mean, I can just it's not to benefit our economy, but I could just conjure up some cheese from memory.
Okay.
I can spawn in cheese, I think.
When you mention the economy, are you worried about deflating the value of cheese across the colony by quantitatively easing some Gruyere into existence?
I'm not trying to be a fromage Gordon Brown, but I'm more saying, like, I'm not trying to cheat. I'm not trying to cheat to benefit us. I'm just trying to cheat to traumatize Ronnie Corbett. Do you know what we could do? You know what we could do? Do you know what would put someone off cheese and would help us sort of combine two goals?
Mm-hmm.
If they saw loads of dogs get killed while in a room full of cheese.
Okay. Yeah, we can fill the room full of cheese. We need to save them somehow as well.
I'm going to try and save them. But
is that added to the wheel?
It's more important that they hate cheese. Well, do you know what has been added to the wheel? That we save the dogs. So it could well be that Ronnie Corbett in a room full of cheese. Let's bring up the wheel.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
We could start stacking some cage traps in there as well. And it might be... Can you cage trap a were animal? Let's find out. I don't think you can.
Before you start looking at... shall we Shall we spin this wheel so that we can start conceptualizing of what exactly is happening here?
Yeah, the trifecta of treat Bruce, Ronnie HE's number 3 coming up.
Yeah. So we currently have bin day, build the trolley problem, save the dogs, treat train, build Politburo, plan a military outpost, be kind to Forgotten Beast, trap Bruce Forsyth, which I think is what you're suggesting, and plan animal person. Okay, ready?
That's fine. Yeah, I like the colours this time round. They're good colours.
Plan a military outpost.
Okay.
Do you know, if we wanted to find some animal people, and it feels like we do, we could always create a military outpost deep down in one of these cave systems.
Oh. Oh, I was thinking we're just going to take somewhere over. I thought that's what you were going to suggest.
I know, we could do that. We could do that. And that's what I was initially thinking. But I know that we wanted to have some people exploring the caves, and I think only our military's not going to get killed by what's down there.
That's true, yeah. And we might bump into some animal people, of course.
Currently, there's not too much down there. There's a cave blob. But if I try and go down, deep down...
Treat Bruce Forsyth.
Deep down darkly in the dark web.
Make Ronnie Corbett HE's. Plan a military outpost.
Yeah, and what do you think it would mean for there to be a military outpost down here? Do I need to build a building with, like, stuff?
I guess we'd have to build a building with a barracks, maybe.
Yeah, why don't we build a barracks down here, but have it, like, open plan so that they can meet anything?
Okay, I don't think we can open plan a barracks. Hate to be Johnny. Johnny
understands the game. Well, what about? Hang on, where does this link to everything else? Here, we don't have to open plan it, but we could knock a lot of stuff through, and then we could build a building, and we could just leave all the doors unlocked, and then just monsters will wander in. So it will be like a building.
Well, it should be fine because if they're spending time in the barracks, they're in military mode. So as long as they can see out of the building, they'll spot animals and go, "Oh, all right, go time." You know.
And they're not necessarily aren't there like passive and non-dangerous animals down here? There's
there's like the purple helmet man and the
and they won't just attack them all on. Oh, it's saying I still haven't built a guild hall. Oh, it's currently a meeting place and needs to be worth more money to be a guild hall. Is that what this is telling me?
All right. Do we smelt some gold and make some gold statues of turnips for them?
We might have gold.
We've got some native platinum somewhere. I think
gold.
we've got platinum bars. Okay, yeah.
Gold we have turnips. A lot of platinum, actually. What should we turn the platinum into? Just statues or something?
Yeah, turnip statues.
Yeah, all right. So let's say platinum statues. We'll make 20 and then we've just got plenty. And there's a standing order to make platinum anytime you can.
It's the good stuff.
All right, when that's done, we'll upgrade that to a guild hall.
I think in theory, you need the strongest weapon in the game would be a platinum warhammer outside like adamantium, where you need a strange mood to make an artifact hammer.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're working on it, Brady. We're working on it.
We haven't lost sight of it. It's constantly been at the very forefront of our plans. We just don't want it to cause an absolute disaster. Let me see how easy it is to put cheese in here.
Stockpile cheese, I guess.
So if I go into GUI and I could create item, cheese. Mm-hmm. Inorganic creature plant. I'd say it's inorganic. No matching materials. Oh, okay. What?
Plants?
Just out of none. How many do you want? 50. Where have you created the item? Where is the item, please? Create item.
Cheese? You're on
cheese. Yeah. Create out of plant. No matching materials. Create out of creature. Oh, okay. Okay, what kind of cheese do we want to have? We've got donkey cheese,
Oh,
horse
this is
cheese,
granular.
cow cheese, sheep cheese, pig cheese, goat cheese, water buffalo cheese, reindeer cheese, yak cheese, llama cheese, alpaca cheese,
Kangaroo
one
man cheese.
one humped camel cheese, one humped camel man cheese, one humped camel giant one humped camel cheese, two humped camel cheese, two humped camel man cheese, giant two humped camel cheese, dwarven what's dwarven cheese? Does that mean from milk produced by a dwarf?
One has to assume so.
Kangaroo cheese, kangaroo man cheese, giant kangaroo's cheese, tapir man cheese, and giant tapir cheese.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Yeah?
It's so much worse.
What's
They have
dwarven
to get it.
cheese?
They have to get it from maggots.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're a type of cavern vermin that have presumably been added to the game as the only source of underground milk.
right. Yes, Neeps has appeared and said it's from purring maggots. Well, what
Awful.
kind of cheese do we want? Just shout out in the chat if you've got a strong preference. We've got tame cheeses like sheep cheese, goat cheese, a cow cheese, and then dwarven cheese being the grossest. Tapir cheese, I think, is quite an interesting one. Dwarven is the only legit one. Okay, we've got one vote for kangaroo man
Real-
cheese, but lots of people want dwarven.
Yeah, let's get the maggot cheese in here.
Yeah. Okay, so if I type 50 now, where does the cheese appear? Like, where is create item cheese from a creature dwarven? How many do you want? One. But where is it? Where is it? Has it gone into stocks or something? Cheese. Yeah, it's all here now.
So it's here somewhere.
Yeah, where?
Can
Where
you zoom to?
precisely?
With
Yeah,
the
it's-
little arrow.
Yeah, it's on this staircase. It's all gone on this one
What?
staircase.
Why is the cheese falling down the stairs?
Why is the cheese down this staircase?
Oh, it spawns on the last selected unit. So we've just been dropping.
Oh.
We've just been Sean. We've just been dropping cheese on Ronnie Corbett's head for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, so let's select one of these dogs, this dog, and now we'll spawn cheese here. So GUI, sandbox, create item, yeah. Cheese. Cheese from a creature.
It's a solid attempt.
Dwarven cheese, and we'll just say 75. And has that done it? Yep, there's 75 pieces of dwarven cheese here. And the other thing is that Ronnie Corbett has. Is it Ronnie Corbett has to be scared of cheese?
Yeah, Ronnie Corbett needs to witness this in some way.
Okay, add new burrow. The burrow's this slice here. I think I'll make it yellow for cheese, and I'll make the symbol be this circle for cheese, and the background will be red for death. And the name is the Cheese Fear Factory, and that's assigned just to Ronnie Corbett, I think. Yeah, who's an animal dissector, so maybe actually won't be too traumatized by seeing the animals die. Okay, so I'll wait for Ronnie Corbett to get in place. We also need to make all of these iron doors. We've made actually quite a lot.
I think if we make a glass wall, he should be able to see through it. I think. Can you see through glass walls in Dwarf Fortress? Because if so, we've achieved. Oh no. But they can look through windows.
I'll let him see a bit of it and then I'll let him leave. Like, I'll let him think he's going to die and then I'll unlock the door just for him. And do you know what else? No, that's enough actually. When the when the doors are in, we're gonna smash down this wall. We're gonna give Bruce his treat.
And we're gonna before the blood starts flying, we're gonna turn off the episode.
Oh, Snatcher. Yeah,
Hey.
what we'll do an in media res for the next one. We'll just get a little bit in, wait for it to get completely out of control, and then say thanks for watching. Where are invaders? Oh, we got actual gobbos. This might be
Oh, and
something
the-
for the the
these are the
gobbos.
first goblins we've seen, and they're right near the warehouse.
Where's our other gobbo? 1, 2. Oh, and then you, of course.
Mhm,
I'm going to send the piss pals on them. It will take a second though. Gobbos, are
these-
you not?
They are not afraid of us in the same way that kobolds are.
Yeah. Well, one's dead. This one is being chased
Along the Berlin Wall. Oh no, he's got
Jack-
kicked off.
Yeah.
Jack Russell's kicked him off.
A jaguar bit him off. You off? I think we've won that.
Yeah, I'd leave. If a jaguar bit me, I'd leave the venue.
Oh, back? You coming back? All right, I'll set the guards on you again. It's hard because when you're on that side of the Berlin Wall, the guards
no
can't
way.
actually get to you.
I think they
Oh.
can swim across the river. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
they're
little
just going
dangerous
around
but
the
fine.
river. All right, we
I guess
probably-
very much like the real Berlin Wall, there were ways to circumvent.
Yeah. One dog's getting a little bit out. Excuse me.
Oh no, that's a pet. That's a pet.
Oh, that's actually a
That
pet
shouldn't-
dog.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, waiting on one more door.
And then we're ready to go.
Neeps just corrected me here. It's not a river, it's a brook. That's probably why they can walk through it.
Hey, the beetle got stuck in again, though. That's nice to see.
It's nice to see the beetle try and kill something. Yeah, I agree.
That's
Where's-
one of our best purchases, to be honest.
Why is Ronnie Corbett not in there?
In the burrow.
Yeah.
Is it activated? Is the burrow being activated?
How do I tell that? Is it this? No, it's not been suspended. I need to check if they're up to something. Where's Ronnie Corbett? They're drinking. And now I've lost him again. Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Ronnie. There's Ronnie. You headed to your burrow.
Looks maybe. Picking
They're
up a
looking to
drink.
drink. Okay, when you've had your drink, head into your cheese fear factory.
He's walked through, the tiers at Weatherspoons.
Oh,
Here we
there you go. There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Ronnie.
Oh, he's got a meeting.
Yeah, meeting at the pub, is it? Yeah.
No job now, though. Finished. Done.
Okay, if you've got no job,
Come on, Ronnie.
okay, they feel euphoric due to inebriation. And now, are we cracking on? Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Bam.
Let's go.
Yeah? We're going to have a dwarf come in and they're going to knock this down. and then
Skedaddle.
that's it. Yeah.
That's our best chance.
Yeah. Okay. A dwarf is coming. Where's the cheese? Excuse me. Oh, a dwarf cleaned it up. I need to put more cheese in. I think that's only fair. What's the point if there's no cheese? Do you know what? I'll pop the cheese in right before
What's the...
right before the last block is knocked down
You're
and
just-
the
you're
water
there.
floods out.
Ready.
I'm gonna pop 100 cheese right on Ronnie Corbett's head.
Wait for it.
Okay, I think a lot of our miners are actually deep underground building that outpost. No, there we go. Someone's taking the job. It's flashing. Could the puppies get a treat too?
They're getting a lot of cheese, I suppose.
Yeah, they're gonna have the experience of their life. Okay, so
oh,
Ronnie, get ready. GUI sandbox. And then that's going to be used to create an item. And that I forgot that if I just put cheese there, someone will be like, "Oh, this cheese shouldn't be here," and move it.
what's the we'll probably have to forbid the cheese as well, because otherwise people will rush in and try and save the
Yeah.
cheese from...
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Okay, the cheese will be forbidden, Everything in this room will be forbidden. Creature, dwarven cheese, 100. The cheese is here, and now everything in this room.
The cheese is here. Let the violence begin.
Okay, everyone, the cheese has arrived. Prepare yourself. This is the front row seat to a big mistake.
The cheese is arriving. Prepare for bloodshed.
You know we're really dwarfing when we have to go one frame at a time. In fact, let's save the game.
Pre-cheese.
MorlFortress pre-cheese. I think this is episode 9. MF9 pre-cheese.
Here we go.
And the piss pals can't help us because they're still chasing after that goblin.
That one goblin on the other side of the Berlin Wall. The miner should be blasted away by the water force towards the doors. We've calculated it.
Yeah, that's Michael Barrymore, but they've definitely seen worse. And they're wearing one of these beautiful crowns.
Yeah, this is definitely not the most tragic thing that's happened next to Michael Barrymore in a pool full of water.
Ronnie Corbett's gone to sleep.
No!
Come on, you need to see
Wake
this.
up!
You need to become scared of cheese.
Oh no.
How do we wake up Ronnie Corbett now? I don't think we can. Do you know what? They'll be woken up in a second.
Yep. Yeah.
They're not going to be asleep for much longer. Oh, here we go. Okay, and now Michael Barrymore, you are obviously very welcome to leave.
Yeah.
Michael Barrymore's leaving. Don't go up there. Don't go up. You want to be down. You want to go down here. Michael? Oh, that's bad. That's a pool of goblin blood.
He's just been cleaned. He's been cleaned off from that goblin we just killed.
Yes. I was like, where's the goblin here? It's just been cleaned off his body by the deluge. Okay. He's had his first bath. Okay, he's got a good head start on the water. So that corridor he's made is already floor to ceiling. That's how fast it's come out. He's just managed to get ahead of it.
It's The Shining, but all the blood is actually on the people who are just getting hit.
Now, one of the issues here is even if we were to, we can't get Ronnie to leave. I'm going to take him out of his burrow so he's not here anymore. But he's asleep, so he's not going to think to run until he's awake, and he won't be awake until he's in so much danger he won't survive. There's no way of this is the problem with the lack of direct control in MorlFortress. You cannot wake this dwarf up.
We've started the most brutal and callous Rube Goldberg machine in existence. And there's nothing we could do. He might get out. There's a lot of Dachshunds to distract Bruce with.
I think the water is the bigger issue.
Do you think?
I'm not even confident Bruce will get out. If Bruce can kill one thing, then I'll say Bruce has had a treat. But as it is, I'm not confident Bruce is going anywhere.
I think Bruce is going to get washed out. Look, that stone's getting pushed down the corridor.
Yeah, but Bruce is so much further in. I don't know. Are you awake? That's a Dachshund. Are you awake, Ronnie? No, still asleep. Okay, so Michael Barrymore's absolutely fine. They've gone down the corridor.
Through the airlock.
Yeah. The Dachshunds, they're all right. There's none of them are drowning yet because these numbers represent how much water there are. So 1 would be a puddle, 7 is floor to ceiling. So it's not too bad right now. The mayor's been re-elected. Well, fine. There is about to be a scandal.
There is some water stored in the system. We've stopped the water source, but we can turn it back on if there's not enough.
There's water flowing to Bruce's room from the river above. Not directly. It's like we got the water from the river and then we chopped it off with a floodgate. But there's still water in the pipe that will be coming down now that there's space.
If anything, we probably should have made a bigger room.
We should have made do you know what? Let's bring Michael Barrymore in. Just really increase. We need a much bigger room.
Barry, get back in here.
Barry, if you could.
Yeah, Barry, could you...
Barry?
Just step over the dogs and the cheese.
I think we haven't got enough time for any of that to take place. But I don't know.
It's a good thing we got pre-cheese, I suppose.
I think step by step's too much. I'm going to unpause for a little bit and then
And just let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Okay, so far fine. Oh, Ronnie Corbett's awake. And why have you come in here? You've come here to put
To add a new...
to add a dog that you forgot to add before. Fine. Fine.
Excellent.
Okay. Oh, and no. Ronnie, get back. Ronnie, get back. Ronnie, your burrow has been reactivated. Ronnie, go back where you were supposed to be. Good. Okay.
There's cheese in your burrow. Don't worry, Ronnie. Is Bruce broken? Why is he not moving?
Because he can't. He's still on a 7 block. We need it to drain into him a bit more.
I think we've sensory deprivated Bruce Forsyth into passivity.
No. I think it's pure water pressure. Let me just, if we have got any of these platinum statues, I don't want to break the flow of what we're doing, but I do want to power up this guild hall with just loads of statues. Let's see if 4 will do it. And then also
humble wood and dirt and a load of platinum statues.
Is that thing being made down here at all? Because I think some of this digging isn't happening because they're all down here. Or down on the one even lower than this.
Yeah, I think it's like a bit further.
Is it even lower than this? Yeah, it is. Oh, but you have... Yeah, stop digging this. This can wait. The Bruce thing's happening now. Stop digging this.
Is this a section where there's water right next to lava?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Ooh.
That could be good.
Ooh.
This actually could be a good place.
We could make an obsidian farm.
Yeah. This could be next stream.
Infinite stone. Hopefully not Rosanna. Hopefully the vicious animal gets to them and murders them first. But we're steeled for the slightly less terrible thing to happen.
Are you just going to drown a lot of dogs? I'm beginning to worry. I'm beginning to worry about exactly that. Yeah. Not just dogs, but Ronnie Corbett as well. Okay, well, Kogan is leaving, which is good.
Oh, the skeletons are getting pushed out. Whose skeleton's that? Is that Captain Tom? Wait, is that Captain Tom's skeleton getting pushed out?
Where am I looking?
In the iron door corridor? Like right...
Oh, yeah, that's Captain Tom, yeah. Oh, do you know what? When we want to do necromancy to Captain Tom, that's now much easier to do because the skeleton's been pushed out by the water pressure.
Yeah, we can put Captain Tom's skeleton on a pedestal or something to keep it safe.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's put Captain Tom's skeleton next to the gong on a display pedestal.
It's what it's what he wanted. A jet pedestal.
I wanted petrified wood. I thought that would be...
Oh, even better. Yes. Lovely.
Okay, that's good. Oh, I unpaused and forgot that actually lots of stuff's happening. I don't know at what point...
Oh.
Bruce has moved.
He moved.
Bruce has moved.
Dong. Save our NHS. Dong. Bruce is loose.
Oh, one of the dog is just leaving. The dogs have decided it's too wet, so they're leaving.
Reasonable. Can't blame him.
Yes, but he only needs to kill a couple of dogs, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then we turn the water back on.
Yeah, and fill it back up, yeah. I think this could be described as a sort of a cockamamie plan, sort of a harebrained scheme.
Madcap, perhaps?
Yes, increasingly I worry that is true. What's Bruce thinking? He felt lonely after being away for people for too long. He was bored being unoccupied for too long. He was bored doing nothing creative. Uneasy being unable to acquire anything. Bored, uneasy, bored. Um,
Yeah.
just bored and
I don't think enough.
uneasy.
Yeah, I don't think enough water is like being released enough to.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, also, at some point, given that we know, given that we know that they saw a waterfall when they were trapped in here,
mhm.
since they have been trapped in here, they became less depressed and learned to value power. So not a lot of change from Bruce.
I think the dogs are actually getting pushed out by the water, perhaps.
Yes, I suspect they
We
just
might have
want to leave as well.
We might have to lock a couple doors. Yeah, they will want to. The worst thing as well
Well,
is that room is filled with bones.
yeah.
We've set up a cartoon logic disaster.
Oh, do you know what? There are still people when the dogs have come out of the room. They're like, "You're not supposed to be in here." The dogs come into the pub, and some kind old man goes, "You're not supposed to be in here." And they bring this guy's bringing the dogs back in because he knows they're supposed to be in this room.
Throw it into the soggy cheese water pit.
You're not
And
supposed to
then
be in here.
in the back of the room, there's a little man going, "Well, this is just about right. I've
Oh.
been trapped in this room. What a I've
Are you
begun."
not doing Rob Brydon doing Michael Caine or something?
I can't do every voice.
No, but that's what you're attempting to do. You're doing an impression of an impression.
Can I be like on the level as you, Sean?
Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? I've never seen this symbol before. Oh, I think it means
Yeah?
he's drunk, maybe.
Oh dear. I don't fully remember what Ronnie Corbett sounds like.
That's fair.
I don't. I used to know.
Key to
Don't
the
remember.
impression, I think, is like a little kind of laugh. Oh, today we're going to be talking about this sort of thing.
I don't.
That's how the impression goes, at least, regardless of how he actually sounds.
Okay. Should I have another go at it?
You don't have to, but I mean, it's the offer remains open.
Is that it?
Not really.
Why
But I enjoyed it a lot.
What you just told me there said that's Ronnie. The trick is to do a little
No, I
three-person laugh.
know. I see how I've led you astray here. I fooled you.
Can I have another mulligan?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, by all means.
What about that?
Yeah, I think so. If Ronnie Corbett was really big,
Much bigger, boy.
yeah, like a
Perhaps-
giant.
Perhaps a little dimple in his
Yeah.
cheek, twinkle in his
Yeah.
eye. Hmm. Belly like a bowl full of jelly.
Okay. So this is sort of like an AU, like a partial OC Corbett.
Yeah, AU POV. Ronnie
Yeah.
Corbett is Santa Claus.
POV, you are talking to my Ronnie Corbett OC.
Brackets Santa Claus.
Yeah, lives in the North Pole, surrounded by elves.
Oh,
Can't trade anything made of wood.
Ronnie Corbett. Do not steal. Ronnie Corbett OC. Do not steal. Sick of these fake two Ronnies fans who are always, do you know what? They're always shipping the two Ronnies. And
Yeah.
they've been very clear that they're not interested in each other. and it makes
Anyone
them
who
uncomfortable.
ships
But they're
Ronnie
still
Barker and Ronnie
shipping them.
Corbett do not interact.
Ronnie X Ronnie DNI.
Ronnie X Ronnie.
The hot new anime coming out of Japan, Ronnie X Ronnie.
Yeah. People just call it Ronnie because they don't know how to pronounce the X. There's a child in the dog pit. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. What are you doing here? Oh yeah, one of the putting the dog back. Ronnie's leaving.
Yeah, I'd leave.
Someone's been vomiting here. Whose vomit is this?
I think it's one of the giant animals' vomits that's being washed out, potentially.
Yes. Yeah, fair. Okay, Corbett's going back to his cheese corner. Corbett's obediently self Blair Witching.
Judging. Oh, I need to do an image of Ronnie Corbett staring into the corner of a room that's filled with Dachshunds. Like, just the most horrid cellar.
I think
then
you want to
at the
get
bottom of-
that still from the end of Blair Witch Project, but it's Ronnie Corbett facing the corner, but between him and the wall is a stack of cheese wheels. And it's visibly wet.
The floor is visibly wet and covered in Dachshunds. And at the end of a dark corridor, there's just the horrifying mutated face of Bruce Forsyth leering through the darkness.
Furry.
And you can
Like a
see
kind of chestnut-coloured The Grinch.
And the worst thing about him is you can see he's less depressed than he was before.
Yeah, he's learned to value power. It's visible.
I mean, he seems to have embraced non-violence. Do you think
Do you think
was
so?
like beeline for giant animals? He was not waiting. Oh, here we go.
I don't know. He's coming now.
Oh, the gun's here. I'd let it run for a bit until he gets to one of the dogs, maybe.
Where's Ronnie? Ronnie, where are you?
Can we check his thoughts? Can we just see? Because if he's decided he doesn't like cheese, we're set up. We're good.
I was near to a door. It pleases me. She feels satisfied remembering improving observation. That might mean she looked at the cheese. I hope she comes back. The burrow is active, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope she comes back. Let's just let it run, because now that it's being opened up, I think the water's going to come through better. Oh! I can't suss what's happening with Bruce because he's gone back in. But he might not know what's going on. I don't think Bruce is very clever. All right, we got two miners here. It's opening up. Bruce is on a 5 out of 7 filled tile. If that gets as low as 3, then he can just start plodding around.
I think he's just getting buffeted by all the water that's in the pipes.
I think the pipes are landing on his head. And he's probably, relieved being near to a waterfall. So water is landing on him.
I mean, have a look in the pipe. Let's see how much we've got left in the pipe, right?
Oh, yeah. How much is left in 1, 1, 1?
Oh, we're nearly out of water.
2, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. Well, not really,
but
we are.
Coming through.
At least over half of it has come through.
Yeah, at a certain point, Bruce is going to realize what's happened and he will rush the doors. There's Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie's back in his corner, by the way.
Ronnie's back in his corner. Everyone's fucking come out to play. I don't know why Meng is here. I don't know why SideQuest has come down.
Check what their jobs are. What do they want to do? Are they taking the cheese away?
Our manager's been taken by a Fey mood.
Christ, okay.
Time to close the doors? Might be.
There's a lot of dwarves in there.
Why has Meng... Why are you here? No job. No job.
No reason. No reason.
Just wandered in. Just curious. Oh, is there a new door?
Oh, is there a law against it? Is there a law against being in the Ronnie Corbett cheese room?
Guildhall agreement with the Wooden Hall has been satisfied. That's good. I want to keep half an eye on Kogan so that we understand. The Moody Dwarf is claiming a workshop.
That's good.
I'll come back. I'll come back to that, I guess. All right, let it run. Will Bruce leave? Oh, everyone's leaving again. Where's Ronnie? Rovod. Ronnie's here. Ronnie is here. Ronnie's just in with the dogs. Oh, I think Bruce. I think Bruce might be coming.
He's got the smell.
And then he's gone back in. Oh, he's going the wrong way.
Oh?
He's going the wrong way. He's going to these doors.
What a fool. But is he
No.
going to break down those doors? Is he going to break into the pub?
If he breaks one of the doors, then we open the floodgate again, and we just drown him again.
Yeah. I mean, we could potentially send the piss pals in.
The piss pals are not going to be able to take down Bruce Forsyth.
They're... Going to the pub would be a treat. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's not the treat we. That's not the treat we agreed on. Bruce can't decide his own treat. Sorry. So what are you currently doing? We have no idea.
Yeah,
You're ignoring the dogs.
He's unknowable.
Yeah, you're just ignoring the dogs, are you? Can these dwarves fuck off? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Don't dig, don't do anything. Unless you're meant to be here. Honestly, get the hell out of here. This is crazy that you're even here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, this is bad. All good.
Get Ronnie out. Get Ronnie out.
Ronnie, you're allowed to leave. Ronnie, you've done enough. Ronnie.
Get out there, Ronnie. Harry Wimpdorf came just in time to see Ronnie Corbett get ripped apart by Bruce Forsyth.
Okay, Bruce is in the tunnel.
And cheese. The Bruce's lose.
Rosanna 20,736.
Rosanna, not now.
It could be a good spin. It could be a good spin. So one of Rosanna's okay, we'll randomize MorlFortress. Do we cancel the dog herding? Yes, we probably should, because people will come and interact with the dog. So this pasture is disbanded.
I mean, he needs to eat one for the treat. What have we done?
He will eat one. They're not all going to escape. But we need our miners to get out here. Let's spin this wheel. Okay. We have bin day, build the trolley problem, save the dogs, be kind to a temple, plan a forgotten beast, trap the hospital, terrorize a random dwarf, duplicate
Achieved.
animal person. Oh god, duplicate animal person could be really bad because there's only one animal person on the map. So we don't want that one. And then there's release. Release the
we've
central
emergent
corridor.
difficultied that into hell.
Yeah.
If only we'd filled this thing with Jaguar men.
All right. Paul?
Yeah. Whatever our fate is. Thank you, Rosanna, for the generous donation. Save the dogs. Save the dogs.
Save the dogs. Wow. Okay.
FYI, there is no way we can cook these spins. Like, Bruce is in the corridor. The room is filled with dogs. What do we do?
How do we save the dogs? We could make a pasture over here and just get as many dwarves as possible to try and save as many dogs as possible.
Okay.
Let's just make a temporary dog pasture.
What I will also say, what would be nice, worst case scenario, I'd like to have the Piss pals standing at the end of this corridor with their armor on.
Yeah, good.
Get them to get their armor on now.
Yeah,
it takes 10 dwarves out of Dachshund carrying, but
okay, I need to find a place that's not already any kind of meeting place. The dogs can live over here. The dogs can live by the brewery. Because I don't want them too far, because then it will take the dwarves a really long time to...
and I guess all the Dachshunds that aren't currently assigned to pits and pin must be the ones we need to... Yeah, we don't have a wheel spin to save the dwarves, unfortunately, so priority has to be the dogs.
People know what their priorities are, and it's the dogs. Okay.
We live, and cannot stress this enough, quite literally die by this wheel.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all the. Oh no, one more. Forgot one. Good.
I think the
There.
named ones are fine just following their owner around because those will be pets. Like
Yeah,
in
you're
odd
right.
fine.
Yeah,
It'll be
you're
an
right.
odd fine.
Okay, good. So back to where we were. One of the dwarves is working on something. This guy's working on like some mad stone masterpiece.
It's only got like three things in it though. It won't be that exciting, you know. The other thing to be aware of is if he bites and doesn't finish killing anything, they may wear squirrel as well. So we may
I
have to
think where Bruce is definitely going to glom on to Ronnie
Ronnie.
before anything else.
Yeah, Ronnie's greater resistance to the water isn't. Oh yeah, the dogs are scared.
Okay, the were squirrel has lunged at Ronnie, but hasn't succeeded yet. At what point? How deep into this do we get before we release the floodgate again? I don't
Ronnie,
think we can release the floodgate while all the dogs are still in there because we are honor bound to save the dogs, or at least try to save the dogs.
yes, yeah.
And look how scared they are. They're overcome by terror.
Not necessarily helpful. Can we get the piss guys stationed as well, just in case?
They're stationed out here.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
you
we're
want me
good.
to bring them in? Do you want me to?
No. I just wanted to check.
Okay.
I'm
Now, is it true that if the were squirrel manages to break the skin of Ronnie Corbett will be infected with Bruce Forsyth's syndrome?
I think it's a specific attack, and I think it's a bite.
Okay.
I think that's the. Oh, we all know what dogs. We all know what dogs. When we're talking about
Yeah.
the dogs, hang
Yeah,
on.
if
Okay,
it was
the
save
Dachshund.
dogs, then maybe
Wait,
it'd be more ambiguous, but I know what save the dogs means. Go on.
wait. We didn't think about what the Dachshunds want. The Dachshunds are mobbing Bruce. We weren't ready for heroic Dachshunds.
Yeah, the Dachshunds are all biting Bruce Forsyth. I mean, they're missing. Bruce Forsyth is an absolute unit. And also, it's gone into rage mode.
We've all been there.
Look, this might go wrong, but there is a fight. And there's a huge fight. I don't think we're going to be able to pull people away. Do we just want to commit and send the piss pals in?
Open poll, do we piss?
Yeah.
1, yes. 2, no.
Poll. Open poll. Do we send the piss pals in? 1 yes, 2 no. Because if we're wrong,
It's bad.
if we're wrong and the
It's
piss
really bad.
pals all get killed, or worse yet, mauled, and they all turn into were squirrels, that could be the end of the run.
We can't think of anything worse than being mauled.
What happens if we don't send them in?
All of these Dachshunds and Ronnie Corbett and potentially whoever that the other two people are in the room.
This is Cock and Balls. Cock and Balls has been with us since the beginning. They were here for the mezzanine. Bin City.
They survived a mezzanine dropping on their head. We could set a burrow for the remaining dwarves, and that would get them out of there quicker.
Yeah.
We do need to check and quarantine Ronnie.
I'm going to make a new burrow. In fact, I'll just send them all to the Bay City Rollers.
Mm-hmm. Everyone get in the function room.
Who else was in there? It was also Locum the farmer and
Locum.
Meng. Locum and Meng are being sent to the Bay City Rollers. Go by name.
Now, I thought previously that where the were animal syndrome could be passed through any liquid, but I think it's just bites. I'm thinking of something else that's
Yeah.
you could potentially spike your water supply with.
The
No?
poll was
Just-
very, very close, but we're not sending the Piss Pals in.
People have
Uh,
spoken.
If we see anyone not heading towards the Bay City Rollers child and raging creche, then I'll try to catch them out. But the leather workers started fighting. That might override the command to go to the bunker. Let me check from the were squirrel's perspective. Is it succeeding in any fights? The were squirrel is scratched successfully. The were squirrel takes the animal dissector down by the plem leather shoe with were squirrel's right lower arm. Didn't know you could make leather from plems. Oh, the animal. I think Ronnie Corbett's going to get killed. But
Yeah.
that will teach them to hate cheese. Although at the end of this, if you sat Ronnie Corbett down, be like, you learned something. They'd never in a million years guess that the moral of this was be careful around cheese. Why would they get that from this? They'll be like, was there some cheese there? I remember a squirrel.
There were dogs. It was dark. There was water.
There was dogs
There's a
and
squirrel.
water everywhere. Yeah, but do you remember
What
the cheese? Aren't you scared of cheese now? What? You still have dig jobs? Oh, yeah, you're right. Don't dig. That's the moral. Oh, has anyone harmed? Okay, there's a pool of Ronnie Corbett's blood. Ronnie, are you going to survive? You're hungry, you're tired, you're heavily bleeding. Can it all end so quickly? I must not succumb to fear.
That's not
Yeah.
what I'm afraid.
If
Fear is the least of your problems.
If you read from the bottom, they were vengeful, 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 satisfied, then hopeless, then afraid, and then terrified.
The one thing we didn't account for is that the dogs and the dwarves loved each other.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad? Oh, Cock and Bowles is jumping in, by the way.
Cock and balls, what's wrong with you?
Legendary miner, talented planter.
Yeah. I love everyone goes through the same cycle of emotions when they meet Bruce Forsyth. Vengeful, vengeful, terrified.
How many people are we going to lose?
Well, I'm glad we're not sending the piss pals. Oh,
Yeah, the one group of people we've prepared to deal with this specific situation that we've clad in fine. Oh, heavy bleeding though. Hang on.
this is Bruce
Whoa!
Forsyth's left lower arm.
They chopped Bruce's arm off.
Bruce has lost an arm.
Didn't they do well?
Didn't they do well? Who did that? Was it Mighty Fighty Shush Bugs?
Check the. Oh, I think Mighty Fighty's just hammering on them. Oh, we need to send in the pisses here.
The miner strikes the were squirrel. I think the pisses could finish him off. He's
I
only got
think
one
we need-
arm.
Guys, we need to piss now.
If ever there was a time to piss, this really is piss will get off the pot. I need to know what chopped the arm off.
If you check the Were Squirrels combat,
Oh,
log, it
yeah,
should
of
give us
course.
a full list of. Just let me remove the baby sign. So we're looking for like purples for really bad.
So I think Ronnie Corbett's going to die no matter what. And if he doesn't die, I hate to say this, but even if he doesn't die, we might need to take him out back and kill him because I'm pretty sure he's infected.
He's fine. He can just live in a hut on his own. I've done this before.
All right.
You create a little werewolf hut, and they can just live happily in the werewolf hut. And you can just drop food in for them. In a lot of senses, it's a very similar setup to what we've just been working on.
Yes, all right. We could just put them in
Um,
here.
Yeah, it's already built. Turn on the water, we're
Have I
fine.
missed this? When did the arm come off? Locks the animal detectors. That's the worst rule doing damage. A ligament in the left shoulder has been torn. Could that have been part of it? When did your
It's
arm come off?
right lower arm falls over. The minor Bruce Forsyth, I have improved my fighting. That was not satisfying. Bites the animal dissector in the left lower arm. So Bruce is Ronnie's definitely a were-squirrel now, by the way, if they survive.
How do you know? Oh, bites them in the left arm, tearing the muscle and
Yeah.
bruising the bone through the pigtail shirt. What
Broke the
arm
grip.
came off? Was it Bruce's left arm?
Left lower arm. I mean, we should check Bruce's description, I guess, as well.
Yeah, all right. What does it say about Bruce? Where even is Bruce? Bruce is here. Bruce's health.
Description.
Oh God, it's absolutely wrecked. It's going to die. I don't think we even need the piss pals, although we still should bring them in. Its lower body is cut open. Its lower body is running with blood. Its lower body is dented. Its lower body is bruised, cut open, dented, bruised, cut open. Where's the bit where you don't have an arm?
Right at the bottom, its left lower arm is gone.
Its left lower arm is gone, and its right upper arm. Oh, that scar was from her
It was
guts.
from the albatross and her guts.
Who did this to you? I just
Maybe-
can't see it in
I think
in
maybe Coke and Balls.
It's got to be a purple thing because it's a huge wound. Anyway, should we end here? Is that a good place to end tonight's stream?
We're seconds away from, because it's worth noting as well, there's a hiatus next week.
Oh yeah, there is. And do you know what? That could be an entire. All right, yeah, you're right. Let's not cliffhanger over Christmas.
I'd feel really bad.
Yeah, we could start a whole new chapter because I feel like all of the streams have always had this presence lurking,
Mhm.
and we could start a
is-
whole new chapter with Bruce dead.
This is the end of season 1. Bruce Forsyth has been killed. Ronnie Corbett has been infected.
Yeah,
We've traded
Ronnie
one
Corbett's the
beloved
new Bruce
television
Forsyth.
demon for another.
All right. With that in mind, I actually think Bruce could get killed. I can't believe it, by the way. None of these people are trained fighters.
Did Cock and Balls spend some time in the military training, and did we send them in with a pickaxe?
Yeah, I
We
think
check
so.
their
Yeah,
military skills?
Cock and Balls is in the Poo Poo Pals. And they... Huh?
Oh, they killed Marge Hadron Collider.
I thought Mighty Fighty killed Marge Hadron Collider.
I guess not. I guess
Cock and
Cock and
Balls
Balls
killed
is
Marge Hadron
proven.
Collider. Yeah,
Let's get
well,
on the...
proven. It's killed a 7-year-old child. It's not like a proven warrior.
All I meant was ready to attack, ready to kill. Has the capacity to kill.
Yes, has the capacity to harm, yeah.
And in that
Not a
sense,
proof of skilled
killing an
weapon.
innocent child is way. You know, everyone's like, oh yeah, I killed this monster, I killed this monster. I killed a child.
Yeah, that's someone who's willing to do harm. Okay, well, let's just keep an eye on Bruce. Oh, and Bin City Rolbert has now got involved. Oh, are we sending the Piss Pals in or not?
I mean, people told us no, but it's at this point we're invested. It's probably the best.
I don't think anything just died on our end. I think
Bruce is pale, heavy building.
Let's just.
Yeah, okay.
Ronnie's. Is it fair to say?
Mm-hmm. No.
I'm just. If I pop more cheese in here, we could definitely say the remaining.
Well, is the plan to like CSI reconstruct it? You're walking in the room and going, I see a lot of cheese. He must have been terrified of it. In his
No,
last moments, all he must have thought about. Hi, Martine.
hello, Martine. It's more that we can no longer say that Ronnie Corbett will come away scared of cheese because Ronnie Corbett won't come away. They've died.
We have to know whether they were scared of cheese in their last moments.
Yeah, and if I just pop a bit of cheese around, I think people will develop a fear of cheese. I think that would be inevitable. Does that not sound right to you?
Yeah, why not?
Martine, we're trying to ensure that these dwarves become scared of cheese, and so we're placing cheese on them during like a moment of like critical peril.
We're using Pavlovian training to
We're trying to fulfill kind of confusing objectives here. But like that's 40 cheese hanging around. It would stick in your mind when you're fighting for your life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the weirdest thing in that room.
You could quarantine Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie's dead. Ronnie doesn't need.
Oh.
Ronnie needs a coffin. Oh, yeah, Ronnie's dead. Officially now.
Our first dash hun's gone down. One of our miners injured. Oh yeah, look, we're taking on a lot of damage now. Send in the piss pals, Sean, please. Put him out his misery.
Do you think that's okay? Just to.
Yeah.
All right.
He's lost
All
his
right.
art. This isn't this is Merce.
Bruce Forsyth killed a dog. And Ronnie Corbett. That is a treat. That is for Bruce Forsyth a treat. We can say that, cross that off. We never said treat them and then let them live. They received a treat and then they were killed. Ronnie Corbett got scared of cheese and then they were killed. We fulfilled our objectives and then killed the people we fulfilled them for.
Okay, we need to check. Maybe save here, and then we check who's next episode. We start dealing with who's a were squirrel now.
Hang on, let's just kill. No, we have to kill. This is Bruce Forsyth's right arm.
Oh, they tore him limb from limb.
Bruce Forsyth. Where even is
dogs.
Bruce Forsyth? Where even are you?
He's underneath the dash hunt up there in the top.
Oh, the dead one. Yeah. Oh no, Bruce Forsyth is dead.
Yeah, Bruce is dead.
That
was his treat.
Who struck the last blow? Who killed Bruce Forsyth? I think we need to know that.
Yeah, check the log. The last blow was
A dashant.
in the neck.
Yeah. The last thing they did was that a leather worker punched him in the leg, and then a sausage dog jumped up and bit him in the neck. Wow.
I'm a little upset actually because what we did actually just start by wanting to give him a nice time.
We
I
did.
just want to remind you that what we wanted to do was to give him a nice little treat, and what we've ended up doing is setting a pack of dash huns on him.
I don't understand
And
how
he's
he
dead.
died.
He's dead.
I thought he'd just tear through all of this. We lived in absolute fear of Bruce Forsyth, believing they
years.
were just an unstoppable murder monster. And for good reason. They killed a gigantic bear without, like... I think they came away with a bit of, like, a scar on their arm. That was literally it. And now they've been taken down by Ronnie Corbett and some sausage dogs.
Dash huns. And there was cheese there.
Yeah. Ooh, scary. Ooh. All right. Well, how about...
Thanks for watching, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Should we just resume on this exact moment?
Yeah.
And then just pick up the pieces from there? All right. Perfect.
Next episode, it's quarantining people involved in the fight.
Yeah.
Including dash huns. we need to check that none of these Dachshunds are were-squirrels.
Can that happen? Can an animal be a were-squirrel?
Think so.
Okay, that's really bad. Okay, yeah. When we return, no MorlFortress next week, and then don't really know when it comes back. Could be in the new year because of Christmas stuff, Christmas obligations. But we will have to pick up the pieces and work out who is now potentially secretly a threat.
Yeah, our little Brucey bonus from all of this is who secretly might be.
Yeah, it is
Creature.
John
Awful
Carpenter's
creature.
Play Your Cards Right. So
Thank you, everyone.
yeah, this has been MorlFortress Season 1. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your help.
I genuinely can't believe Bruce is dead.
Yeah, killed by dogs.
Killed by Dachshunds. Yeah, a lovely farm.
Yeah.
Bruce's body will nourish little plants.
And the memory of Bruce will nourish my mind and soul.
Oh, I tell you what. Yes, I'm going to add to my notes as well. We need to make sure to pick up Captain Tom's body.
Yes. Oh, in fact, I could set a command for that now because we built this display case. Assign new display item. Is there bones? Body parts? Bones? Cloud Pickle? Rosanna? Lawbam? Goblin?
It might be under corpses as well.
Oh, could we display Bruce's arms? Could we put Bruce's arms in there? Can we display Bruce's arms? Oh, quickly, let me just set up 2 display areas, and it's Bruce's flipping arms. Where are they gonna live? Where does everyone like to hang out? It should be in the pub or somewhere.
Yeah, is rotten arms in the pub?
Yes.
Ugh. Yeah. All right.
Let me just set those up.
Yeah,
people are coming in to rescue the dog.
Fine.
Piss pals have come in. Oh, I'll remember what they're for. Let's get back to this next time. This has been season 1 of MorlFortress. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you were interested to see what season 2 has in store.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us.
And if anyone doesn't already, why not chuck Catbox a little follow? Who's that going to hurt, eh?
Yeah. Catbox is very ad hoc in their streaming, for they live a chaotic life at the moment, but there's plans in the works for a return to regular scheduled programming with a couple of new ideas.
And I, for one, very much look forward to it. All right, happy Friday, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. That's it from us.
Didn't we do well?
Didn't.
Goodbye.
We do well. You know, the problem with foot fetishes is that we all have feet and they're not like genitals, so you can sometimes see people's feet. And this ambiguity, this little bit of wiggle room, means that now no one feels safe having their feet on display. It's added a new area of the body that you need to hide from the public.
Yeah.
Because it's rude. And it shouldn't be. Feet are the hands of the floor. To brain pattern research. Savo, currently on a speaking tour in Australia, was announced he was shocked and delighted by the recognition. Hello, King of Time. Oh, memory items found. Oh, and here's a memory item. That's my backpack. That thing's followed me to so many crazy places. Oh, hello. How long were you stood there? Hello. You're not a memory item, are you?
Granular.
Cow cheese, sheep cheese, pig cheese, goat cheese, water buffalo cheese, reindeer cheese, yak cheese, llama cheese, alpaca cheese,
Kangaroo man cheese.
one humped camel cheese, one humped camel man cheese, one humped camel. Oh, giant one humped camel cheese, two humped camel cheese, two humped camel man cheese, giant two humped camel cheese, dwarven. What's dwarven cheese? Do you know me?